All right, I hit start on the stream. I'm going to stream. So last night, after I had those two ones, which were pretty pathetic, I drafted again, but I didn't play the deck yet. I actually recorded it. I was going to do it as videos, but I figured I might as well play the actual games live. I'm not sure how good this deck is. It is I wanted to make it more colors, but it ended up kind of being a mono green deck. It's I could splash white. I do have Cultivate plus Kadama's Reach plus Lotus Cobra can make any color. Noble Hierarch is Bant, and Bant would be the colors that we would splash in. I couldn't think of too much reason to, other than Sun Titan's pretty nice, and Nether Reliquary is not bad. And we do have some good, we do have Temple Garden, which is a nice white-green land, and Wooded Foothills to fetch for it. So, like, white-green feels pretty reasonable. The other thing we could do is go Bant and splash Jace the Mind Sculptor, which I'm actually really tempted to do. I was going to say I could put him in and then go down Kadama's Reach or Cultivate, but the problem with that is those are the things that are going to find as double blue, because double blue is going to be a little hard to get in the deck. So that's the one reason I'm like hesitant to do that. But I mean, it's hard to say that he's not better than like a Shaman of the Forgotten Ways. This guy can be sneaky and just kill your opponent with his crazy 12 mana formidable thing or 11 mana formidable thing. He did that to me one game in Cube. So I don't know. But yeah, I almost feel like blue would be my better splash, even though I think Knight is pretty good in a deck where you can fetch Gaia's Cradle. I think Jace the Mind Sculptor is probably the highest value thing in my sideboard. But I don't know. I think for right now, I'm going to just run it as a mono green and see how it does. And if I feel like I need the Jace, Xenagos is another thing I could run off of Wooded Foothills, and just the fact that I run Cultivate and Kadama's Reach. But I think for right now, I'm going to run it back like this. All right, let's give it a shot. Mono green, got a Crater Hoof at the top end, got a lot of top end, got a lot of ramp on the low end. Hopefully, we can hoof people out pretty quick. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this deck is good or not. I have my doubts. I've been drafting really poorly, I feel like. We did get a lot of the key cards in this mono green deck, at least. So I don't think it's as bad as potentially my last few decks have been. Like, I felt like I've been getting decks and just not really having the right cards to have them be good. But this time I at least think we have a lot of the cards that are good in a mono green deck. I don't know if I built it that well. I don't know if I made some other mistakes when drafting. It feels a little bit like maybe I should be more colors, for instance. I mean, I think this is a keep. Lotus Cobra, like, we got 3 ramp spells in the middle, 2 okay top ends, but not great. I mean, I think it's good enough. I certainly am going to hope that I hit 1 more mana, because I'm not going to be able to play Rishkar without it. Although I might just go straight to Solemn if I do, assuming Lotus Cobra doesn't die. Feels a little slow is my only concern, but that might be fine. Uh-oh, are we against mono reds? Looks like we're against mono red. Well, I'll find out if land's on top of my library in a second. Looks like it's not. That's not good news for me. Nissa Vital Forces. I'll get to draw her. And play out a Lotus Cobra. We probably won't block here. I guess I get to see my flip before I decide whether I block or not. If I don't flip, I definitely don't. Well, I guess if I do flip, I wouldn't have to block. Well, no, I think if I don't flip, I wouldn't block. Right, but he has removal for it either way. He does use it on the creature. Gets in. Still nothing. What was on top? Well, Noble's at least a good one to get. She does ramp me. Unfortunately, I'm out of lands. Could really use 1 land as well, but this would be a lot better than what I have now. He gets in. This time he flips land. Thank goodness. All right. Not going to block. If he has removal for it, that's fine. I mean, it wouldn't be good if he has removal for it, but I mean, I'm not going to be able to stop it. And then I have a decision of whether to... Oh, Kytheon, so he's white. Yeah, I mean, when I see this land, I guess I know he's white-red. All right. And nothing. He waits. doesn't matter too much which one I do. I think I'm actually going to do Solemn here. Yep. Get another Forest. And then if I can get Drained Sherman on the field, at least I have a lot of good blockers for a while. What does Nissa Vital Force actually do? Makes a land a 5/5 with haste until next turn. Turn target permanent from a graveyard to hand. That's alright. Get an emblem with whenever a land enters the battlefield you control, you may draw a card. Well, that one's probably not happening. Well, I guess it's not hard to do, but probably mostly on the plus. Alright, so he kills that so he can get in for 4 with the creatures. Yeah, I'm obviously going to draw a card. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to be at 6. So I have my options here. Oh man, those are some tough options. I could Gearhawk and just stop his ground assault, although he might just have enough in hand to kill me. I could Nissa Vital Force, make a 4/4. So the problem is, I mean, Drained Sherbet would be pretty good. That one would Drained Sherbet wouldn't be a bad plan. Duplicant would be all right, although I don't really want to take either of those 2 creatures. But I think Duplicant's just going to be bad in this matchup. I think I'm going to Verdurous Gearhulk and then put all the counters on the other one. Because I want to make her hard to kill with a bolt. And then I'm just going to pass turn. Make it hard for him to attack in on me. He's getting to the point where he could have one of his top end threats. Okay, he does not attack in. Land 6/7, huh? 7 mana. Can't do everything I want. Well, I guess I kind of can, but I don't actually think it's necessarily good. So I could tap 3, play Vishkar, put a counter here, and maybe a counter on himself. Then tap these 2 and 3 more to play down Deranged Hermit. I mean, that's not a bad plan. Yeah, maybe that's what I do. I don't think that's terrible. 1, 2, 3. Let's play down Rishkar. Put a counter here and here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deranged Hermit, so a lot of good blockers. And then next turn I have to decide whether I actually want to play Echo on Deranged Hermit. And then the turn after that, I can probably start actually attacking. So the one advantage to playing Echo on Deranged Hermit is all of these squirrels obviously get to stay as 2/2s, which I don't think is terribly important to me, but certainly could do that if I want to. But he might just have 7 burn to face, quite honestly. 5 mana. He has Secure the Waste. Well, it's not terribly good against me right now, actually. My line did play around that pretty well, although I guess he gets to flip Kytheon. We'd have to make him invincible till end of turn, but that would be fine. Okay, another aggressive creature short. He has 1 card in hand. I mean, I've stabilized the board. I don't think he has 7 burn in 1 card, so I bought myself a little bit of time. He passes turn. All right. And this is ultimate plus Kadama's Reach would be pretty good. 1, 2, so 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 mana. If I pay 5 of it here, that means I'm only going to have 3 left. I think it's alright to let Deranged Hermit go. I mean, it's not the best, but it's fine. 6, 7, 8. So I can Sundering Titan here. That feels pretty good. 7, 8. So 4, 4. Oh, maybe that's too much, because then he's going to be able to get in for a little bit of damage. Maybe that's not the right thing to do. Maybe I kill Kytheon or something and just attack with Verdurous. that, or I could miss a Vital Force, minus to get back to range tournament and make even more guys. That would be fine too. Or I could duplicate something. Sundering Titan's tempting, but it's not going to like put that big a damper on his stuff anyway, so I think it's not the right play. I think I'm better off just playing like Nissa or Duplicant, one of the two. Okay. And I don't think... it's tricky. So I could do Deranged Tournament, bring it back, and just replay that again next turn. That wouldn't feel bad. That would give me a lot of creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could still play 4 things if I want here, but I probably don't want to. I think I'm just going to untap a land. And I think I will attack in with a 6/6 Verdurous Gearhulk. You could block with Kytheon and give it indestructible, but it's only going to stop 1 damage. So that seems fine. So he only takes 5 here, I guess. Alright. Goes to 14. Seems alright. Yeah, I probably... maybe I should have cleared Kytheon before, but I should almost definitely clear Kytheon. What does this flip side do? Okay, he can force somebody to attack himself. Got it. Chandra's going to be annoying. Do I have an answer for it? Maybe that's what I need to duplicate now, because I don't want her to do the damages. Looks like he doesn't have anything else. Maybe the last card in hand is a land. Cultivate and Kadama's Reach. Well, that's a little much. So now I could Deranged Tournament play it. I think I just duplicate here. 1, 2, 5, 6. Duplicate. I don't want him to be able to start pinging in on Chandra, so I think I do it there. Even though it's not exactly what I would call good. Yep. And then I'm going to plus Nissa again. I mean, I could minus her and then just next turn go off and draw a million cards. I think I'm going to plus her and then minus her next turn to draw a million cards, so she stays at 1. And here, just gonna get in with my good old trample friend. He's probably gonna do the same play. Lock with Kytheon, only take 5, although taking 5 is still a lot. Alright. I mean, I could also start looking at if I actually have lethal next turn, which might be possible depending on what he has. And this deck, I mean, if he's just holding a bird in hand until it's useful, he could just burn me out from nowhere too, which is definitely a concern. So like, I don't have all day here. Yes, sword. Oh god, what sword is it? White and black. Okay, that's alright. Not protection from green. That's the one that matters. I mean, he can attack, but he's gonna die, so... I guess he can give it indestructible. Well, then I'd probably just chump it. Does not look like... I don't know, maybe he'll attack. I'll probably chump it if he attacks. Nope, doesn't look like he will. I mean, paying 4 life is actually a lot for him right now, too, to make it indestructible. Got another land. Well, let's ultimate here, and then play my land. I can definitely play Sundering Titan now if I want to. Yep. Rampaging Baloth. 6. And I'm going to play down Rampaging Baloth. I think I have enough that I can afford to do 3 and cultivate. Let's see, 4, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can do that, and I could even attack if I want to. Alright, so get a couple more lands. And that also gives me another blocker as a 4/4. Yep. Sweet. I get to draw a card. I get Jiraga. Sweet. Do I attack in here? So he could kill her by... No, I mean, he can't kill him without taking significant damage. So I think I do attack in here. I think I have enough defense that that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I should just hold back, just because if he has a burn spell, like I could just go from 7 to 0. I'm really hoping I just find like what's his name? Okay, so he attacks in there, sure. Okay, I'll block with this. Okay, he goes down to 5 to give it indestructible. That feels super dangerous though, doesn't it? What does he have? 3 mana. Undoes it. Looks like maybe a burn spell, because he's doing it after combat. Could be a creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I get in with at least 3. Okay, no, it's a creature, so that's not true. And that one has lifelink for what that's worth. Yeah, something else. Oh, is it like a burn spell that he's been holding on to? No, he just equips. Got it, to make that one big. Makes sense to me. Alright. That is the one I was hoping for. Alright, I think we win this game, guys. Yeah, I get to draw a card and get a Baloth too. I guess I didn't even need to play that land, but it doesn't really hurt. And I guess I should tick up... Oh, I should have tapped it first, huh? Cancel. Tick up here. I'm going to have 8 even after I play this guy down, so I guess let's just play down Jiraga first. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, well, that is a creature burn deck. We managed to stabilize the board and get there. So anything that's extra good against a creature-based burn deck that I can see. I mean, that mostly felt pretty good. It mostly felt like we had what we wanted. The Kadama's Reach and Cultivate felt like a little too much maybe, but we did need to get to the high-end stuff. We just got them a little late, I think, was the problem with them. And our high-end stuff paid off. It was good. Xenagos is another thing I could splash that I like a lot. Could be good in a heavy creature deck. Like run Xenagos, a Wooded Foothills, and 1 mountain, and then just trust that our land search gets there. I guess maybe I could go Farseek over Kadama's Reach or Cultivate then. Just to get red mana. I'm just going to run it like this for now. I think this is fine. I just keep thinking, like, the sideboard is actually... I have a bunch of cards I really like in the sideboard. They're in colors. It just, like, I only have 1 card in that color, and I'm like, how much do I want to go that 1 card, you know? I think Rofellis could be good if he lives, but he probably won't. But I think this is a keepable hand. I might go Lotus Cobra before Rofellis, just because I think that's likely to eat a removal also. Green Sun Zenith can get something big late, or... Oh, Wasteland. That's not a good start for him, probably. We've been whiffing on our turn 1 mana dorks, for what that's worth. Maybe I do play Rofellis turn 2, even though it probably doesn't work out. Let me think about it. The advantage to playing Rofellis turn 2 is if he doesn't have it, I can turn 3 Deranged Hermit, right? Because I play this, play Rofellis, land, tap Rofellis, that's 5 mana. That's 6 mana even. Alright, yeah, I'm convinced. He probably has removal, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I mean, I have enough lands that I'm going to get there eventually anyway, I think. So I'm more worried about speed. Land. Alright, well, he's definitely not as aggressive this time. No Goblin Guy turn 1 or anything crazy like that. I'm guessing this is a burn spell targeting Rofellis, but I'm not sure. It is. Creator's Clause X2, short. So, force that out of his hand. Do I get anything good here? Nissa Vital Force. No, if the Lotus Cobra lives, that could be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Can play that next turn or Deranged Hermit, whichever one I prefer. Probably prefer Nissa Vital Force. Might depend on what he does, though. Four mana. Well, that's pretty good. Can't attack or block, though, so not great yet, but it'll be very good eventually. I like Noble Hierarch, but I don't think I'm going to play it here. I think I play this. Yep. Let's get green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a Vital Force. I could get Raphaelos back, but I don't have anything. I mean, I guess I could get Raphaelos back and plan on, like, I can't cast him this turn, but I could cast him next turn, and then the turn after I could just Green Sun for Craterhoof, and have Noble out. I mean, that would probably just win the game. The other option is just, the other thing I could do is just keep plussing her and hit him with 5 every turn, which also very well might just win the game. Let's untap a land. The other option here is I could play Nissa instead of attacking in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, let's just attack in. Oh, I should have attacked a Lotus Cobra. Well, whatever. That's fine. Punt. Here you go, guys. Punt. Hey, there's 2 people watching. Hello, 2 people who are watching. That was a big punt by me for no reason. What's he got? Secret of the Way. He's kind of got to unload his hand if he wants to have it shot here, just because of the, Oh, he made that go in. I mean, I could... Well, if he goes all at Nissa, do I take it or do I block? He's going all at face? Oh, yeah, I'll take all at face. All at face is fine. I'm much more worried about him, like, killing Nissa or something. I mean, he has a burn deck, but I don't think he's winning the burn race right now. Land. Yep. Let's use his ability. Let's go green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to cast down a Deranged Hermit and a Noble Hierarch. And I'm going to untap this. And I guess I'll just get in for damage. And then I'll have to, like, look and see what my what I'm at next time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I want to use Nissa, it's plus 7, 8. 1 away on Green Suns. Hey, we got there. Sweet. Match 1 we took. That felt pretty good. Felt like I was doing mono green things. Maybe the Raphaelos line was right, especially because it didn't look like he was removing any of my stuff, but I was not 100% sure. Yeah, I think the deck, I mean, it's been playing pretty well. I like it. It's mono green. Mono green is simple but effective. Unfortunately, I have literally no removal in the deck right now, so if they play something powerful, I am probably just dead, but I am able to do powerful things myself and ramp pretty well. So hopefully I can just be the one, you know, hopefully I can stabilize against aggro like I did there and then just dominate the board and combo off before whatever my opponent's powerful things are. Always should say hi, good luck. Usually don't. Raphaelos seems good. Gearhulk seems good. Lotus Cobra seems good. I like all these things. Court of Calling is a question. Maybe I should actually not even have Lotus Cobra in the deck. But, not Lotus Cobra, Court of Calling. I'm not sure if that's good enough to be in the deck, but I mean, it's still a good card, so let's keep. Well, could be removal heavy if it's Black Beast. On the draw, unfortunately, which makes this a little slow. I've been pretty impressed with Nissa Vital Force. Every time I get her out, I feel like she does work. 2 mana. Dare I run out Raphaelos into the... Again, I probably do just because his upside is so high. Like, if he lives, we get to just cast, like, Nissa next turn or Verdurus. But presumably he has, like, Liliana or something here. Although if he's minusing Liliana, it's not the worst for us. Paying cost, so he has something. Collective Brutality. And he gets to take Court of Calling. Yep. Seems decent. Well, I figured he had the removal. I still think it's the right play, because if he just happens not to, you basically win the game. And he's going to remove it either way, and that one does more than, like, Lotus Cobra he probably would have also removed, so it's possible I should have played Lotus Cobra, but... And Gaia's Cradle is going to be pretty bad if I can't stick any creature. That's the downside to Gaia's Cradle. I do run a lot of weenie creatures, and I do run some go-wide threats too, but... I should have played this first and then played land, but irrelevant to my hand, so... Didn't have anything else to play. Up to 4. What does he got for 4? Oh, he discarded that guy. Oh, shoot. That's pretty big and scary. Sure. Well, I can play one of my big things. 3, 4... Guess I play... The problem with playing this a Vital Force is he probably attacks in. But yes, let's use Lotus Cobra's ability. Let's do green. The other option is I could just make a really big Verdurus or split the counters between Verdurus and Lotus. Like make Verdurus a 6/6 and Lotus Cobra a 4/3. Would also be pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. I think that might just be better. Can't attack in here, unfortunately, but I think I want to make this able to swing in against his Kakusho if he wants to leave it back, and if he doesn't leave it back, then I have a 6/6 to attack with. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Phyrexian Arena, short. Does he have removal? It's down to 2 cards in hand. I guess we're kind of low on cards too, though. Probably can't remove both of them here. Looks like he doesn't. Or at least if he does, he doesn't want to show it. Looks like he doesn't attack in either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I should be able to have 7 overall if I play this first, and he doesn't have a removal for it, anything. So I'm going to play down Devoted Druid, play Gaia's Cradle, get a green mana. I think next turn we can Sundering Titan if we want to. 4, 5. Yeah, we can't do it here. It's a Vital Force. And tap a land. This is just opponents lose the life, right? Doesn't do anything to the creatures. Alright. Take 11. Kills my land, short. Makes sense to me. So he actually ends up losing pretty much nothing because he gets to gain that life back. And if he has another Reanimator, that's really good because he can just bring that back and do it again. He hasn't shown me that yet, but I wouldn't be that surprised. Does that actually... That doesn't affect my ability to Sundering, does it? This still does 3, 4, 5, 6... Oh, maybe it does. No, 7, and this could do 8 if it wanted to, or I can untap with her and do 8. Either way. Actually, I don't have to untap, because as soon as I make it a creature, it counts towards Cradle. So if he doesn't have removal here, I can Sundering Titan and kill a land next turn. Unfortunately, kills one of our lands, but also gives us a 11-10, or 7-10 rather. Opponent is in the tank. He's thinking a lot. What you got for me? I'm ready for it. I'm ready to lose this game. Streaming a little early today too, I guess. Well, yeah, maybe that's about when I usually start. Usually only, I don't know, I think I mostly stream on the weekends. Getting more comfortable streaming, even though I've been losing more. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming or just because I'm bad. But for some reason, when I've been streaming instead of recording offline, my win percentage has gone down a little bit. Not that much, but a little bit. Maybe I've been trying to force things too much. He is deep in the tank. That probably, I mean, it's good and bad for me. It probably means there's no good option for him, but it probably means he has options. So he's probably considering what thing he wants to do. Like, I can either kill something or reanimate something. I can either, you know, something like that. It's my suspicion. Something along those lines. Well, looks like he's doing nothing. Just passing turn. Short. Avacyn's Pilgrim, I can play. I mean, if he has a sweeper, I'm in trouble. Avacyn's Pilgrim, I can play, and it's mana neutral because of Gaia's Cradle, so let me do that. Then I can also untap this, make an attacker. He's thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might actually not have enough here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he's killing. He's rebuying Kakusho and killing that. Sure. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And how much does this cost? Does this cost 6 or 5? Oh, guys, lost it. Oh, how much does Kakusho cost? Kakusho. It is... Basically, I'm wondering if 6. So he has 6 right now, so if he didn't have a land in hand, this would take him off it. Alright, I think it's worth it. 6. And I think I'm going to do it like this, because I think the Devoted Druid is like just worth less than attacking with a 5/5 here. Land here, land here. Yep, okay. I mean, if he top decked land for turn, he might still have it, but it would be pretty hard. Alright. Against a mono black Reanimator. I don't think we have anything great against Reanimator, but I will look over my sideboard quickly. I mean, Vindicate's good, obviously, but not really in our colors. I mean, I guess Kosali's Pride Mage if he ends up running enchantment-based ones, but that seems unlikely. I could just bounce them with Jace. No, don't see a lot. I think I just run it back. Don't see a lot that I can do against Reanimator in general. But this deck's doing well so far. It's nice and aggressive. Curves out pretty well. And does have that top end stuff to finish out games. Yeah, I'm not sure how good Court of Calling is. But, alright, this one's one of the riskier ones I've had. I think I'm going to keep it again. We're on the draw, so we get a couple draws to find what we get to. Thoughtseize, Inquisition would be pretty mean. Oh, top I don't mind at all. I think top's actually a pretty bad card. So the reason it's risky is because he has a lot of removal and we're playing Gaia's Cradle. He will probably remove the Lotus Cobra, I would suspect. But I'm still going to jam it. We end up getting 5 lands anyway, so it's not really going to matter. Yeah, I'm suspecting just like some Doomblade type effect. There you go, Fatal Push, short. Spins top. Right. Drow's Messenger is pretty good, and unfortunately we don't have much to do here. Oh, that's something to do. Well, we're going to be able to ramp really well, assuming he doesn't have a, like, remove everything type effect. I think we should take 3 here, unfortunately. Deranged Sherman's a good blocker next turn, which is nice. He has... Oh! Alright, well, I don't get to do anything next turn. Sure. That's too bad. He's down to 2 cards, and he doesn't have a lot on board. We have pretty powerful things in hand, so I'm actually not super worried yet, but could go sideways soon. We are getting a lot of lands. We're up to 4. I guess we pass. Then I have to decide. I think I would do Deranged Tournament next turn, but I'm not going to be dead next turn probably. It's just a matter of we might have something big to play. If he has Gary, that's going to be a lot of damage. A Grey Merchant, that is. Grey Merchant of Bastos Riddell, often called Gary. Nope, just a Liliana. Okay. Well, if we could top deck one of our big threats, it would be nice. Solemn Simulacrum is not that, although I think it is pretty good. Ranged Hermit. Spins top. Yep. And I guess that's keeping him hopefully drawing the stuff he wants on his side. I mean, basically, it almost makes it so that your hand is like 2 cards bigger than it would normally be. But yeah, this guy's going to turn on this Gaia's Cradle really well. So I'm pretty pumped for that. Yeah, I like it. And then next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, +5. Assuming he doesn't have removal on a lot of them, it would be enough to Smuggler's Copter, short. That's a pretty good card. Start looting away the stuff he doesn't want. Sure. Block here. I mean, I guess I could block with one of these, kill it. Nah, I just want to block here. Because I say, then Liliana would flip, but then I could also just murder Liliana pretty well. So it wouldn't actually be a super big deal. Okay, pass his turn. Come on, Crater Hoof off the top. And that's not a Crater Hoof. Not a bad card, but not a Crater Hoof. So let me think. If I tap 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not enough, right? Yeah, I don't think it is. So I could play her. Maybe I guess it's almost the same as just playing Nissa Vital Force, which he's going to be able to get at with the Copter, I guess. Plus to make an Elemental here. Yeah, I'm just going to have 1 extra mana. I'm 1 short of playing everything, but that's alright. Play down this. Yeah, get a land out of my deck. I'm down to 12, unfortunately, so he has me on like a 4-turn clock. Can this guy block? I think he can. Yeah, so he's probably going to end up setting himself up in a... I guess I could play this if I wanted to not attack this turn. I don't think that makes sense, though. Let's attack in. Spins top again. He likes spinning those at weird times. He doesn't wait for... I mean, I guess it could matter now. I guess he could draw 1 mana removal. Fatal Push is already in the yard, so I don't know how likely it is, but I mean, he could block with Copter and kill Copter. He could block with Liliana, or he could take 5. I feel like I have a bunch of good things I could draw that would probably put me out of range, but I think this one's going to come down to the wire just because of the Smuggler's Copter. Like, it puts me on a 4-turn clock, and I don't think I have a good answer anytime soon. Okay. Looks like no blocks. Goes to 17. All right. Up to 5 mana. Gary probably just wins him the game. Grey Merchant, that is, because that would take me down to 7. He would swing for 3. Yep, here's up the Copter. I expected that one. He gets to dig 1 deeper than he had before with Divining Top, sure. He's in with just Copter. Okay, so now he's leaving Messenger back to block. That's interesting. Certainly lets me attack for a lot more damage if I want to. Because, I mean, I don't think he's going to block it. I mean, he might block a Squirrel token. He'll probably just block this, though. I mean, he might block Solemn, too. Well, let's see what I get for turn. He dumps Tetzimok. Tetzimok's pretty neat. I guess he has something better. Must have mostly gas, though, if he's ditching his reasonably good 6-drops. And it's coming at Nissa, which is nice for me, because that means I have a few extra turns to do stuff. I guess that also means next turn is my last turn to get back to range Termit if I want to go that route, if I just want a million squirrels. Which wouldn't be the worst. It would certainly make my Gaia's Cradle super big. I don't know what he's hanging on. He's taking a long time now. Okay, let's go. This goes to 3. Crater Hoof off the top. Tart Confidant. All right. Well, that's. I guess you can set it up with top, so it's not so bad. I was gonna say that's risky, but. Oh, Green Warden of Marasa is pretty good. I'm going to tap on my land no matter what, so let's tap. And I'm pretty sure I'm plussing here, even though it feels a little bad to do so. Okay. I win the match, he gives up. Alright, I don't quite know why, but I was gonna... Maybe he just thought any big threat would do it. I mean, I was only going to play Green Warden and Marasa, which is, I mean, it's a good card, but I don't think that was game over. He had me in a kind of tricky position if he, like... I was on a 4-turn clock. This guy doesn't exactly have trample. I mean, I was going to do this, get back Deranged Hermit, play Deranged Hermit. But, I mean, that's good, right? But it's not that good. All right, well, we're 2-0 so far. Definitely better than my last few drafts. Finally got a winning deck. And I think I need to edit one thing in this deck. And I think that's just, I want one less forest, and I want to put in the fetch land. And the reason I want to do that is for Lotus Cobra, extra mana ramp. I think I had meant to do that originally, and I just remembered that during that game when I was thinking about putting things in. And I was like, yeah, this just fetches a land for a life, but I think we do want that effect. All right. Good. All right. 3 matches down, 1 match to go. Playing Hoof, Crater Hoof. Got to see if we can hoof some people. Yeah, we hooked one person. It was a really good one too. Like all of our creatures, we had like 10 creatures that were all 20/20s. But I think we only hoofed one person. So mostly we've just been winning fair in the mid range, but fair in the mid range is fine too. Verdurous Gearhulk has been very good for us. Oh man. I mean, if I draw anything, this could be good, but like I have a lot of lands, but I don't think this is powerful enough to keep. Duplicate's one of my weakest top end, and all right. Do I keep this one? This one, I have the top end. I just lack the mana. I get a Scribe, but that's not going to help that much. I think I got to mulligan this one too. And I'm not going to go lower than this. We really need another land. Put on top. Sweet. All right. Assuming he doesn't have a lot of removal, we're off to the races at least. Not a good hand, but we made it. We made something work. Let's say hi, good luck. He said Ufta? I don't know what Ufta means. Well, hopefully he doesn't kill this. If he doesn't kill this, we get to cultivate, and then life is... I hesitate to say good, but life is not bad. I guess if he has if he has Slice the Plowshares, it sucks. But if he has Path, that's not a big deal. Okay, it gets in. Gets in with his Student of Warfare, 3 damage to my face. And a Sundering Titan. Well, that one's not going to do anything too soon. Fortunately, we got to 3 mana, so we can cultivate. Doesn't totally help us, but does get us a little bit of that card advantage back. Get 2 forests. 1 in play, 1 to hand. Play it out. And then we can't do anything with the 2 mana. Hopefully he doesn't kill this so that we can still play stuff next turn. I'm almost tempted to Green Warden. Well, Hideaway. So he must be aggro and just not have drawn that many weenies yet. So this is the one, if he attacks with 3 or more creatures, he can pay 1 to cast and then honor the Pure. So now it's a 4/4 first strike. Well, Green Warden looking a lot worse now. I guess I am deranged Terminating. I'm down to 13 also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost up to Sundering Titan range. Not that it's that good on this board. He looks like mono white to me, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get a Deranged Hermit out. All right. I don't know if I draw land, I'm not sure if I Sundering Titan anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Might just play Green Warden. I'm not sure yet. I guess Green Warden could get back my lane if I wanted to. Oh, 4. Hey, that's a Flying Angel. Well, that's going to be a pain for me. I'm pretty good at dealing with things like Student of Warfare. I'm not as good at dealing with Flying Angels, especially with Lifelink. Alright. Well, I think our chance is land into Craterhoof or Craterhoof into land. I don't think I'm paying this one. Well, Kadama's Reach isn't terrible. Let's Kadama's Reach here. Get all these pesky lands out of my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that doesn't do anything. Maybe that was bad. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I thought I had one more. I mean, it does set me up if I top deck Craterhoof. Like exactly Craterhoof. That puts me in a pretty good position. It also means I can Sundering Titan next turn. But I'm on a 3-turn clock right now, so it doesn't feel good from that respect. Probably just gonna lose here. Yeah, we don't have a good way of dealing with flying. I don't even think in the sideboard I have a great way of dealing with flying, and I suspect this deck is gonna have a lot of flying. Right, gets in. And I think I am forced into a chump block with a squirrel. Craterhoof off the top 1 time. Locks it on Warhammer. Oh no, he couldn't equip it anyway. I was like, why didn't he play that before combat? Alright, so now I am literally dead next turn. If I don't draw something super good here. Avacyn's Pilgrim. That's so good. Alright, scoop time. GG. Well, he's a good curve out mono green deck. He's running at least some artifacts. I could go up Qasali Pride Mage. Let's look at that. So I just go down 1 of these, up 1 of these. Maybe I go up a basic, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not even sure it's worth it to go up a basic because I really want Raphaelis to be in good shape. But that would allow me to splash this if I want, or Knight if I want. Dahlia's not good against him. Could shrink the high range. I mean, Sundering Titan is definitely a lot worse if he's doing what he's doing. I mean, the other option is I could also put in something like Sun Titan. It's a little good high end, but maybe not good enough. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to need something in the early game to just stave off his attack, so... Yeah, let's go Pride Mage. Maybe that's the only change. I guess actually Wickobear Alder fits more into the deck, and then I don't have to go this. Could also go both. I don't know how much equipment he has. He just showed me. He showed me one. I guess he showed me two things. This does just artifacts, right? No, artifact or enchantment. He showed me two. All right, yeah. With two, it's worth it. I'm gonna run both. And I'll go down this, go up this, and then what do I go down instead? In addition to that, let's go down Serac. Serac's good, but I don't think he's important. All right, I'll go first. Seems okay, not ideal, but okay. So let's keep. Feels bad. So if I top deck a land. Yeah, I'm going to go... Does that even matter if I top deck a land? No, yeah, it does. Because if I top deck a land, I could go land, whatever the new land is, play Lotus Cobra next turn, Wooded Foothills, and do a lot of mana. All right. I think I'm going to try that route. The other option would be the Wooded Foothills and... Hey. That's just a 1-1 right now. No land anyway, so we are on the Wooded Foothills plan. And I think, unfortunately, I do take the shock and take the damage just because we do have the Pride Mage in here. I don't want to get stuck in a state where I just can't get the land. So I'm just going to do that. Sucks, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Put in my... Oh, this is a 2-2, not a... yeah, 2-1 rather, not a 1-1. Not great. Okay, take it. Can I play both of these guys next turn? I might be able to. So my options are... I think I could play a bunch of stuff if I want. So I could play Avacyn's Pilgrim. That'll be neutral with Cradle. I could play Lotus Cobra here or Shaman there. I think I do that though. I think I play Avacyn's Pilgrim. Lotus Cobra, Cradle. And this doesn't actually do that much. In fact, I didn't even need to do this because I'm going to be 1 mana short. Oh, I guess I could do 4. Is it worth it to untap here? I mean, I am going to have a lot of mana. It probably is. Let's untap and play Deranged Tournament. Well, it's a lot more than I had last turn, so not the worst. Okay. Student. Level up student, sure. Make him 3/3. Does kind of gum up my board for right now. I think I don't grab Deranged Tournament. That way I can play Green Warden, get Deranged Tournament back, and make even more guys. So let's say no on Deranged Tournament. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This feels like I might win it. This I don't know. I'm guessing here. Feels like it could be a win. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, unless he has some kind of magic that keeps him from taking 1,000,000 damage. That one went better for me. Well, we've kind of had 2 non-games. That was pretty amusing. I'm still not sure if they're good. The Kusai Pie Mage and the Rukaburo Elder. I think I'll leave them in. That one definitely worked out all right. That top deck was pretty sweet. This doesn't have a finisher, but otherwise is good. I think I keep it. It's not the best hand ever, but I think it's alright. I mean, Draga Tree Speaker is one of your best, turn 1 mana dorks. Unfortunately, it's not going to do too much right away. Joraga, Tree Speaker, pass turn. No reason to rush out the Temple Garden when we have stuff to do. Well, Rampaging Bailouts is really good. Oh, he ousted me. Never mind, I probably am playing Temple Garden next turn. Well, he's not doing anything too fast either, I guess. This tapped, pass turn. Probably better to put out Nissa before Kadama's Reach, but I could see either. Well, he does have one of those, so if I do get my artifact removal, I could use that. It's in for 1. Oh yeah, that's the guy I was gonna draw. Maybe I play him. Is he better than playing Nissa? Probably. He does more mana, so this would be 2 next turn, 3, and then I could do both of those, or I could do Rampaging Bailout. Probably Rampaging Bailout. Alright. Well, high risk, I guess, because he could just have another removal. I'm just going to do that, though. We shall see if he does. Oust is not too bad, but I forgot it. I forgot Oust. I thought it was the one that put it at the bottom. Oust just puts it 2 down or something like that. Okay. Alright. Pass his turn. Got Deranged Hermit too. Yeah, no, I think this is 1, 2, 3. Assuming he can't stop me, I'm just going to Rampaging Bailouts. And then next turn I get a couple extra triggers. I guess just 1 from Kadama's Reach, but still, it means I get 2 lands onto the battlefield, basically. Or I could play, it's Kadama's Reach or Nissa. Uh-oh, Fiend Hunter on Rampaging Bailouts? Okay, so I don't get the triggers. Still not the end of the world, but that is certainly annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can Convoke. Maybe I do Deranged Hermit here. So if I do this, I have 1, 2, 3, only 4. I could also, yeah, I can't, yeah, he exiled this obviously. So I'm trying to think of like, when can I chord for Craterhoof? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 7, 8, 9, 10 from the guys. He's got me on a pretty quick clock. I mean, I think I got to Deranged Hermit eventually. The only question is, I think right now it might be better to get Kadama's Reach plus Nissa. Or at least one of those two. I guess it might as well just be both. Kadama's Reach. Land. Then, oh, I didn't need to do all of that. It's going to be 4 mana. I just need to do 1, 2, 3. Nissa. I might have done that wrong. I might have been able to flip her if I had done that correctly. Definitely use her ability to get a land, yes. Then I guess I pass turn. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's a good one. And you can put Warhammer on the flyer. Sure, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm on a 2-turn clock now. I could block here, but I'm not sure that's worth it. I guess to flip that too. Man, I think I take. Feels bad, though. I go to 8. I go to 4. Okay, I definitely should have blocked then. Alright, well, what can I actually do? Land 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how much I can do this for, which is a lot, but I don't think it's enough. I can kill this, but I'm still just going to die. I can also kill this. I can't do both, though. I think I lose. That was probably a punt. I probably shouldn't have done what I did there. Definitely should have blocked. That was just really good hand, really good line. I mean, I was one turn away. It's possible if I had deranged tournament last turn, I could have gotten there. If I had one more land, I could have, for sure. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's actually 10. That's one less than Craterhoof, but Craterhoof isn't going to be anywhere near what I need because he's at 37 life anyway. Ugh. I think I'm done. Let me know in chat if anybody sees any lines. I'm just trying to think it over before I throw it in. Yeah, I definitely should have just blocked like here or something and traded. Would have sucked, but I would have been at 6 and then I would have lived one more turn and I probably wouldn't have won, but I would have had the chance to win. Now I don't have that chance. The only way I would have won is a top-decked Craterhoof, which feels unlikely. Yes. Land. Get to Flipper. What does she even do? 4/4. Reveal the top card of your lands to land card. Put in the battlefield. Otherwise, put into your hand. Well, I guess I plus her and see what I get off it. I don't know if there's anything that actually doesn't lose me the game. Well, that's close. No, that's not going to do it, obviously. Like, I can do that and I can destroy this, but I'm already dead in the air. And I don't think I have anything I can get off Court of Calling. Well, I think I play this down. Thing is, I also need to block these two. So yeah, there's definitely nothing I can do, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can do this, but then I can't Court of Calling. Or I can Court of Calling, but then not have enough blockers. I can destroy this or this, but that's not really going to do much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's Court of Calling for the heck of it. See what we could get. See if there's anything for 3 that matters. I don't think there is. Shaman of Forgotten Ways, Rafellas, Rishkar, Noble Hierarch, Lotus Koba, Devoted Druid, and Avacyn's Pilgrim. None of those seem like they will do it. GG. Alright, well, time to skip it up. That was unfortunate. Actually, might have had a chance if I had taken the other line of just blocking, jumping there, but I don't think so. Alright, well, we went 2-1. It was a pretty sweet deck. We cast a lot of giant monsters and a lot of little weenies to power them up. Felt pretty good. I guess let's jump in another cube draft and see if we can do better this time. This should go away. There we go. Join league, play points. Alright, what do we get? Anything cool? Give me a Jace. I want a Mind Sculptor here. Give me a Sneak Attack. Jumped almost right in, which is kind of cool. Must have been the last person to join. Well, this is not a Jace or a Sneak Attack. In fact, I don't see anything here that I think is terribly good. I might just take Muldrifter, because I do think Muldrifter is just a really good card. It's like good as a... Whoop, I shook my whole thing. Good as a 3-drop early. Good as a 2/2 flyer late. I definitely like Muldrifter, and I don't see anything super powerful here. Any of you guys watching have any opinions? Any of the 3 of you watching? Yeah, I'm thinking Muldrifter. I did kind of want to try mono white or like white black, in which case I could do Lingering Souls. If I wanted to force white black, I could certainly take Lingering Souls. or Vraska, or even Approach might be decent in it. But Mole Drifter is what I like the most. It's one of my favorite cards. So, Lingering Souls in fairness is one of my favorite cards too. But that really does force you into specifically white black, which is a little, well, this is very specific, right? You can't. I mean, you could play it without those two colors, but you pretty much have to be those two colors. Well, not hearing anybody screaming at me. I'm gonna take the Mole Drifter. See what else we got going on. Stormsoul Visitor I like a lot. Been pretty impressed with Creeping Tar Pit. Vendilion Click is just always good. We could stick Mono Blue, take Vendilion Click. That's my current thought. I just screws over decks that are trying to combo. Puts out a decent clock. I like Creeping Tar Pit a lot, though. I found the decks I've gone black-blue, the Creeping Tar Pit has been like one of the reasons it's done well. I think Ultimate Price is also quite good. Hypnotic Spectre is always alright. Not like super powerful, but not bad. Man, I do love a Sorin, but I think I'm going to take Vendilion Click here. Yeah, let's do Click. Let's click them. Well, we could stick Mono Blue, do Remand. That feels pretty good. Nixilus Reignited I think is actually pretty decent, although he's a little slow. We could force Reanimator, go on Buried Alive. Haven't seen any good Reanimate stuff. Could also take Celestial Colonnade, try to go white-blue. Celestial Colonnade is a really good finisher. Maybe we'll try white-blue. White-blue could be fun. Maybe get some Elspeths, but probably not this one. I mean, this one's fine too, I guess. No, not really. That one's not very good. It's either that or... Remand's just always going to be good in a blue deck, so let's just take Remand. I'll make that decision later, whether we're like white-blue or whatever. I like Wraths, especially if we're going some kind of like white-blue control-ish deck. Maybe Approach comes back and we can be an Approach deck. Live the dream. I'm pretty sure Approach will be terrible, but I'm interested in trying it. So maybe I'll try that. Maybe we'll try to go control of some sort, either blue-white or Esper. That's my goal now. I can't imagine Colonnade tables, but if it does, I'm snapping that one up now. I think our card quality is like, we have nothing broken, but everything we have is good so far. We don't have anything I look at and I go, oh man, I really wish I didn't have this card. I think Dismiss is pretty good. Two Swords, good, but probably not in a control deck. We could take Scrublands if we want to try to splash black, which might be decent. I think I'm going to take Dismiss. I've been relatively impressed with it. I mean, it's a little slow in that it's 4 mana. You have to hold it up, but counter draw is always powerful. Obviously not quite as nice as Cryptic, but still pretty good. And nothing here is really pulling me. Duress is alright if we went into black just to have some 1-drops. Blue-white control. Give me some Gideons. I want some Gideons and some Elspeths in this deck. Maybe those go pretty highly. I don't actually know. I did pass one Elspeth, but it was the worst one. It was like her plus is like, you get 2 life. Armageddon, I don't think that's where we want to be. I freaking love Assemble the Legion if we wanted to like try to splash red. Battle's Phase of Finisher. Not really a control card, but not bad. Literal Core is tempting just because it's one of my favorite cards ever. I think Thalia is pretty decent too. I have a lot of trouble passing. Cold Steel Heart's decent too, I guess. It just ramps you. Maybe Cold Steel Heart's worth it. We might be a little slow. I'm gonna take Looter. I like Looter. Looter will help us find the lands we need. I just know there's not a lot of ramp, and Cold Steel Heart is definitely ramp, so it definitely is tempting. Thinking white, but we'll leave this in the sideboard. I haven't seen a ton of it. Nimble Obstructionist, remove soul, counter target creature spell. Could be good, although there are going to be a lot of times I'm going to wish this would counter a Planeswalker, I think. Selfless Spirit's decent. Man, I've never tried Nimble Obstructionist. I'm tempted. I do love counter spells too. I'm not sure this counter spell, like I said, not that it's not good. It's obviously very good. Creatures are still the main way you win in this cube, but it's going to suck if I'm like, I have a counter spell, I better hold it up. And then he just, yeah, it doesn't do it. As opposed to a 3/3 flash, it's always going to be pretty good. I can always hold it up too with all these counter spells that I have. So I think I'm going to go that. Come on, approach. Does not look like approach is there. Marsh Flats is very good. Repeal's alright. Good answer to some things. Oust is a good removal. Well, it's not. It's a removal. It's not. I don't know if it's a good removal. I'm going to take Marsh Flats here. Hope to get some dual lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the next one was our starting pack. I don't even know if I take approach if it is there. But, no, we have 8. No, so that was the one with approach. Somebody did take approach. Somebody took approach, man. Somebody else is trying to live the dream. I've never seen it cast in cube. I don't know if it's really that good, but it would be pretty sweet. Oh no, this was the one with approach. I'm wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's 8 people drafting. I'm stupid. Yeah, I kind of want to try approach. The other options are some tokens to hold down the fort. I could also splash black off the Marsh Flats. Lingering Souls is almost definitely a better card, but I'm going to take approach and I'm going to see if it works. I'm going to see if I can approach the second sun in cube. Try to go spicy. Now at least if I go 0-3, I'll have a good excuse. I played the approach deck. Zero seconds left. The Nimble Obstructionist I'm not sold on. This could be a sideboard card. Really hoping to get Celestial Colonnade back. I think that would be great in the deck. All right, time's ticking away. What's going on? Somebody's not picking or something? Who's passing to me? Craig give 69. All right, not a lot here that we want. Maze of Ith is just a decent removal that we can just use over and over again. Especially if our opponent is trying to go big, this might be really good, especially if we're not planning to win by combat damage. Other options, Splash Black. Ultimate Price is a very good card. I think I'm going to go Maze of Ith. I'm not sure if I'll play it or not. I might. Well, these lands are not useful to us, probably. I don't think we're playing any of these cards. I'm just going to take... I think I'm going to take this. Mystic Snake is the other one I would consider, I guess. I do love Mystic Snake, but I don't think it's where this deck in particular wants to be. Force Spike, Mirror Entity. Again, nothing we really want. This could make our red splash if we want to try to splash red for something really easy. I am really, really not high on Force Spike in general. I could stick it in my deck, but I would not be happy with it. I'm going to take the... Whoop, did I get the land or did I get the Force Spike? I don't even know. I got the Force Spike. Alright, well, I mean, I might play it, but hopefully not. Cloudgoat Ranger is a pretty serious beating. Angel is a little too expensive for us to cast, I think, given that we already have a 7-drop. I think I'm going to take Cloudgoat, and this is pretty playable. Just puts a lot of power and toughness on the board. There's definitely better cards out there, but yeah, not the worst. Blue dried up in the second half. White seemed relatively, like, not open, but not tiny either. Well, that is a card I wouldn't mind splashing for. It makes me wish I had ended up with that other red-white land, but that's alright. I mean, I probably won't splash red for it, but I do love Assemble the Legion. One of my favorite cards in Cube for sure. it can just get out of hand super, super fast. You put a token in every turn for the number of counters on it, and you put a counter on it every turn. It's just 1/1 Histus. Hour of Devastation. Yeah, I'm not surprised that one went last. All right. And I should probably put this in the sideboard too. We got 10 playables. Good. Well, that's plenty. Even if you called it 9, that would be plenty of playables. I like the fact that we have a couple decent mid-range threats in these flyers. This will smooth our draw. Also, these couple things dig us. Whoop, oh my god, clicking things keeps moving over there. A couple things dig us slightly towards. Oh god, this one's a hard decision. It's between Tameo the Moon Sage and Oblivion Ring. I think we're probably going to take Oblivion Ring. Just answers a lot of things we can't answer otherwise, and we want to be the control deck. I think. Although I will say, I think Tameo is quite good. Just forcing something that your opponent controls to be tapped and not untapped is pretty powerful. Her minus isn't going to be that good for us. Yeah, I think it's got to be Oblivion Ring. I think it's not that close. I'm going to grab Oblivion Ring. Opposition. I love Opposition, but I mean, I guess if we could splash Assemble the Legion and maybe find another token producer, we could make Opposition work. I mean, Opposition is easily the most powerful card here. Pestermite's fine, but we're not Splinter Twinning, so it's not that good. Flooded Strand's alright. Blade Splicer's alright. I mean, Martial Coup, I guess, could be a decent sweeper. I'm going to take this, and I'm not sure I'm going to play it, but I think the upside is high enough that I might. If this comes down, you can kind of just lock your opponent up pretty well. I don't know how many people know this card. It's a tap a creature you control, tap target artifact, creature, or land. So what happens is, if you can get a decent token theme going, which is almost like what I might try for now, especially, I mean, I think it's early enough in the draft I could switch to a slightly token theme, and we do have Assemble the Legion and Cloudgate Ranger already as token producers. So yeah, if you can get this working, basically, you can just tap down all their lands every turn, and they can just never cast another spell for the rest of the game. And hopefully, if you have enough, also tap down their creatures and keep them from attacking in. So it's definitely very, very good. I think Forbid is pretty good. I think Venser is pretty good. Given that I have opposition, I think I'm going to go Venser here. Not seeing a lot of white, at least not a lot of white that I want. Certainly Walking Ballista is fine too, but I think Venser is where it's at. Cloudgate Ranger definitely shouldn't be in the sideboard. And maybe I'm splashing Assemble the Legion, especially if I can find the right lands to splash it easily. Alright, well this is technically a token producer. This is okay control. Mana War is also pretty decent in a token deck. Probably Spellqueller is too. Maybe Spellqueller is just the pick. Counter a spell, keep them tapped down. I like that. I mean, I feel like this does just get removed. There's enough removal in the cube that it's not going to stick for that long, but I do think it's a pretty strong card. Probably better than just Mana War, especially given that we're in white-blue. Yeah, I think that's my take. Entreat would be sweet too. I think those are the only ones I'm really considering here. Nightvale Spectre, no. Leon Vest. Yeah, I think Spellcaller is my take. Umezawa's Jitte. Teferi. Well, Teferi makes the opposition lock, if we ever get it, even funnier, because we get to tap down all his lands at a time he can't even cast instants, so he would just be like really locked out of the game. I think that's it. It's the only blue card here. I'm not sure this is good in like an aggressive deck, which isn't what we are. Umezawa's Jitte is pretty good if you're like a creature combat deck, but I don't really view ourselves as a creature combat deck. Same with Spear of Hilioid, although I think Spear of Hilioid is actually a little bit better than Umezawa's Jitte here for us. Just the Anthem makes some of our things a little harder to kill. If we were going a token theme, it makes them all bigger. But yeah, anyway, I'm going Teferi, although we're a little loaded up at the 5 spot, which might be bad. I think we just need more removal, so I think Path is the take. I do like, well, Whirler Rogue, oh man, Whirler Rogue does make 2 tokens. Do we do it? Do we live the opposition dream? Maybe I'm not playing Approach. Maybe I'm just playing a normal opposition deck. I could still splash like red or something else to make more tokens. Ophiomancer's okay token generator too, although it only generates 1, so it's not that big a deal. We could also splash Nahiri, I guess. I think I'm going to go Whirler Rogue. I think Kiki is way too hard to splash. Definitely, like, we don't have any top end. We have a whole lot of mid-range. Good mid-range cards, but a whole lot of mid-range. Don't have a lot of top end, don't have a lot of bottom end. Well, I don't think he's where this deck wants to be. Mana Confluence is alright. I like Careful Consideration quite a bit, but now that we're this type of deck, maybe something like Brawl is just better. We do have quite a few counters. Red-green doesn't really help us. I'm surprised Gaia's Cradle is still in the pack. I mean, we could take Sphinx's Rev and just gain a bunch of life, draw a bunch of cards. That wouldn't be bad either. Especially if we're doing Approach. This is the pick. I'm going to do this, and maybe we will stay Approach. I'm not sure yet. Disallow, Taxium Pro, Spellskite. Spellskite's not bad. Keeps our important stuff alive, and then obviously not bad with opposition, does slow the game down. I think I'm going to go Disallow. But yeah, we really do need, we have like a bunch of expensive cards, a bunch of 5 drops, a bunch of 4 drops. We really need like a couple 1 drops, especially if we can get some of the good filters like Ponder, Preordain, even Serum Visions would be fine. Op wouldn't be that bad, things like that. I mean, I could just slam this if there's a matchup where I just need a 1-drop creature. I mean, it's not terrible with opposition, at least. I mean, I could take this if I wanted to splash blue. I just don't think I'm splashing blue. Yeah, I don't think any of these other things are even playable. I'm going to put it in here for now. Probably not. I shouldn't say probably not. Hopefully not playing it, but let's put it in there now. We should be on the lookout for lands a little bit. Inspiring Vantage is probably not playing. I mean, I don't know. I love Assemble the Legion, but I'm not really sure it's the right thing to play. I mean, I will say it is a combo with opposition, so for that reason, I really want to play it. Maybe Day of Judgment comes out if we actually try to play opposition. Waiting on opponents to pick some cards. Yeah. Loaded up at the 3-drop. I could see cutting Nimble Obstructionists. I think these are all pretty sweet. Whirler Rogue, Venser, Opposition, Dismiss, all pretty sweet. Teferi, Cloudgoat, Muldrifter, Assemble. I like all of those. None of these are probably getting played, but I think the most likely thing for me to splash is red. Could take a 1-drop because I need it. I guess that's more likely than Zealous, although this does take it away from the Splitter Twin person, I guess, but probably doesn't really matter. I'll take Burst Lightning. I think that's fine. All right. Knight. I think that's the only thing that's even remotely playable for us. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess it's playable. We're mostly going to be blue, but I can see splashing Knight. This is probably even less likely to see play than Sky Mercher, though. Not getting a lot of good cards down the stretch here, unfortunately. We do get one more pack, and I mean, we could make a playable deck out of this. I don't think it would be very good. This deck is like shaping up kind of medium. We have one of the most powerful cards in the cube in opposition, but then like we're missing our low drops, and we would like, I think, like 1 finisher. A lot of powerful cards. Guess we'll take Avalanche Rider. I don't know. None of them are making the deck. Maybe I should have actually gone Pyroclasm because I guess that's maybe more likely as a sideboard. Might have been slightly better. I don't know. They're all not making the deck, so I don't even think they're realistically likely to be sideboarded. Probably fighting with somebody else for at least blue, maybe even blue-white. Well, Spirit is okay. I think it does kind of synergize with an opposition deck if we can get the opposition part going. Man, I like Nahiri a lot, and she is splashable for us. I don't think we're playing Serendipity. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter what I take there. Neither of those are likely to get played. Zero seconds left. What you got? Big money, big money. What are the last two cards? Oh, last one card. Oh, God. I got stuck with it. The card that nobody ever wants, ever. Oh, did it not let me... Did not go... It didn't. It didn't go into my sideboard. That's lame. Yeah, You can give a creature protection from artifacts. I mean, I guess that it will very occasionally be useful. I wouldn't bet money on it, but occasionally maybe. Occasionally maybe you can shoot that thing off, bring it in from your sideboard if your opponent is playing like the artifact deck, I guess. I don't even know if there is an artifact deck. I haven't seen one, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like it must be in the cube for some reason. Maybe I should try to look it up. I guess if I was monocolored, maybe I would just go it because occasionally my opponent would have a Mirror Battlesphere or a Sundering Titan or something. I think those are both in the cube. Okay, let's try to get something sweet. Pack 3. Another looter. I like looter. Helps me find the things I need. Gideon Jorah is pretty sweet too. I think it's between Gideon Jorah and Merfolk Looter. I kind of want Gideon, but I think I need more low drops, so I think I'm going to take Looter. I don't see anything else here that's that powerful. If I could splash green, Deranged Tournament would be great. I do think blue-green is the deck I usually go opposition in. Just because you naturally have like a bunch of mana dorks and stuff. But I think I'm going double Looter. Jace Bellerin, that's decent. Gideon of the Trials, also decent. I could do either of those. I could do Harbinger, that would be okay too. What about lands? Fetch land. I have a Marsh Flats for a fetch. I could have this for a fetch, but I still don't have the shocks to go with them. No lands here that really help me unless I wanted to splash black. I literally have no black yet. Tricky. This can at least turn into a creature. I think I like Gideon of the Trials better than Jace Bellerin. But he will be harder on my mana base. I'm definitely going to be base blue. So let's go. I guess I'll go Jace Bellerin. Cloudskate's great. That is exactly the card this deck wants. No lands for me either. I mean, I could do Reflecting Pool. I could do Supreme Verdict. Opt. Well, I did say I need... Man, that's hard. I really like Riftwing in this deck. I think I do take Opt. I think I need a little bit of one-drop smoothing here. Counterspell. That one's great. Anything else here? Anything that's on token theme or good lands? No good lands. Counterspell feels good. I'm not that big on Legacies of Lore. I mean, I guess it would be okay in this deck. Maybe Ancient Tomb I'm actually pretty high on, but I think if we're going 3 colors, we definitely can't play it. Even in 2 colors, it might be a little much. Yeah, I'm not sure if Jace makes it or not. He's another one that I might cut. He's a little slow. The card draw is nice though. I don't know. I'll have to like look at what I'm doing after this and see if I can figure something out. I'd really like a couple good shocks and fetches in my colors, but that might just not happen. Like I could just go blue-white without much fixing, but if I want to go red, I'm gonna need like something that I can fetch off Marsh Flats to make that even reasonably possible. Well, I received a City of Brass. That could be good. Oh, Tundra. I think I gotta go Tundra here. I can't think of anything else that's better. Preordain's really nice too. I do need the 1-drops. Well, this is a tough pick. Do I want to be able to... I mean, both kind of let me play my cards, because this will make sure I draw the lands I need probably too, but... I think I'm going to go Tundra just because it's fetchable off Marsh Flats. Feels really bad passing the Preordain, though. But I really need the land, and I have to fetch already. So that makes my blue-white a lot better, so I can be a little more secure in running blue-white stuff. This red splash is still pretty hard. Right now all I have is the Inspiring Vantage. If I could find red-white or red-blue dual land that I can fetch off Marsh Flats, that would be great. Heck, even a black-red dual land that I can fetch off Marsh Flats would be fine, because then I can either get white or black or red off of this, basically. No lands like that. No lands that are good for me, in fact. Wall of Omens is pretty good in this kind of deck. Sower of Temptation, also pretty good in this kind of deck. We are kind of full at the 4-drop, so I think I might go Wall of Omens. I'm not sure Upheaval is where this deck really wants to be. This is a super powerful card, though, but we're not super rampy. We have like no top end. Like our top end is, yeah, we have like no top end. So that might be our biggest problem. Our top end is hoping to hit opposition right now or approach twice. Like other than that, we're just counter spells and maybe a little bit of removal. I thought I had another removal. Did I not take it? Well, I could run Day of Judgment too if I need to, although it does hurt me pretty bad if I'm playing out a bunch of creatures. I must have passed a removal I should have taken at some point. Alright. Gilded Lotus helps us ramp. This is good in any deck and fixes us. I guess this makes the red splash a lot easier too. This is definitely a good card in an opposition deck, although the 4 slot is pretty full. Honor the Pure is not terrible either. Well, both of these fix us. This is a 5-drop though. I think I'm taking Solemn. Makes it much more likely that I can play my Assemble. My deck is madness. Am I wheeling at this point? Because if I'm wheeling, I'm just definitely not getting any top end. Because I think I've seen it all. Oh, we could take a Sundering Titan and slam that in. What does a Johnny Goldmane do? Nope, that's the really bad one. We definitely don't want that. I think it's either Sundering Titan or Brimaz. Brimaz makes a lot more sense in our deck, but I'm not sure our deck makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't think we're playing Sundering Titan, so I think I'm grabbing Brimaz. We do need a high drop, but we need like a 6-drop, not a... I mean, we do have 2 high drops. There's Sphinx's Rev and Approach, but... I mean, this would be an okay deck, I think. I don't think it's terrible. The Assemble is really hard, but that's about it. I have to run like at least 1 red source, maybe just 1. I do have some looting to find 1 red source. I do have 1 dual land. Nothing for me here. Nope. I'm gonna put him in the sideboard. I don't think I'm likely to play him. Brimaz might not get played either, but he is a good token producer for opposition technically. So you never know. Could work out. Misty Rainforest. Green, blue, does it fetch our blue, white? It does. I'd probably just take Misty to fix my mana. Like, I could play Harbinger, but I don't think I need Harbinger. So I'm just going to take the fixing. I guess that opens up now. I could have green, red, and also have that be a usable shock / duel. But I don't think there's just I don't think there's any of those coming. There's not a lot of cards left. I have a bad feeling about this deck, but we'll see how it goes. Well, Supreme Verdict. I mean, we could just go much harder control than I'm going right now, in which case Supreme Verdict would be nice, along with the Day of Judgment. We could just kind of go like super hardcore control. I think that would be fine, and then just rely on Approach plus Assembled Legion to try to win the game. Maybe opposition late off of those kind of, like off of Assembled Legion type effect. Might be worth it. Like maybe the Assembled Legion, I mean, I could just take out Assembled Legion opposition and put in Day of Judgment and the other Wrath. Well, unfortunately this one's not fetchable. Ancient Tomb is quite good. Legacy's Allure. Upkeep, you may put a treasure counter on it. I mean, it seems decent. I can play Ancient Tomb. I'm going to put Ancient Tomb in the sideboard. I think Ancient Tomb's actually pretty powerful. Especially if we're trying to like Sphinx's Rev and Approach. Like we do kind of want to ramp up to our 4-drops here. The only reason I'm worried about it is if I want to splash red, it's going to be a little tricky. This is for the sideboard. Probably not playing it, but you never know. Well, this deck is a little bit like a mess, but I think it will be interesting to see how it does. I'm very much not convinced it'll be good. I really don't want to run Sky Marcher Aspirant. Maybe I do just run Supreme Verdict just in case I get behind on board, which seems quite likely. Either that or I could run like Jace Bellerin or Nimble Obstructionist. Got some okay options. Firebolt for the sideboard. Honor the Pure we could play. I mean, I don't think we will, but like we could kind of transform into White Weenie. I guess, well, we don't really have enough white creatures. We have too many blue creatures, I think, for that to work well. All right. I mean, maybe I take out Teferi too. It's a little aggressive to be playing triple blue, although we are mostly blue, and we do have 2 fetches that can find us either blue or... Oh, yes, we have 2 fetches that can find us white-blue. So, man, I really want to play opposition. It's kind of a nombo with Supreme Verdict is my only thought, but otherwise I really like it. And we could play the 1-mana Force Spike if we want another 1-drop. Wouldn't be the worst. Although, like I said, I think I mentioned I'm not a big Force Spike fan. So what do I want to change in this deck? We got Sphinx's Rev. We're going to try to win with Approach because we're fools. This is a terrible idea, but I want to try it just to see what it does, see if it's even possible. Then we have things like Assemble the Legion, which we want to splash, and Cloudgate Ranger, generate a bunch of tokens. Boiler Rogue, generate a bunch of tokens, all for opposition, so we can just tap out our opponent. This also generates tokens. Then early on, we just have a little bit of draw, some counter spells, some looting to help set up our either opposition or approach or whatever we need. Oblivion Ring is removal. Unfortunately, that's like our only removal. Spell Queller, another counter. Dismiss is a pretty good counter. Venser is decent. Can bounce or counter. Running the Supreme Verdict just to clear the board if our opponent gets ahead, especially in the early game, since a lot of our tokeny stuff is a little later and our approach is later. I think that's decent. It's possible it's better to cut the Assemble the Legion plan and just go straight white-blue. We don't need Assemble the Legion early. Just late game, it does take over games whether or not you have opposition, and then with opposition, it's like extra good. What do our lands look like? We have this. If we're trying to splash off Assemble, we would run that. We got a Tundra. Marsh Flats. We could run Ancient Tomb. We do have a lot of pretty expensive stuff, but we also do have things like Teferi. mean, Teferi is the one thing I look at and go, maybe this is just too aggressive, although we don't have a lot of, like, high-end... I think I'm going to cut Teferi. What do I want instead? Something that's less than 3 blue. Could just run another Day of Judgment and say, hey, we're mostly control. We're just trying the opposition thing as a kind of side plan. That wouldn't be bad. That actually might be fine. Okay, that puts us at the right number. And then let's run Ancient Tomb also. And I think we want at least 1 red. Maybe only 1 red in addition to that, because we want it to be fetchable by Solemn. And then mostly blue, but we do have a couple double whites. So we'll see, maybe 3, 4. 4 is actually not terrible. I think we want 1 red though, which means 1 less white potentially. I think that's fine because that actually gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I want 1 more white. So that'd be 9, 10 blue, 6 white. Yeah, let's go 1 less blue, 1 more white. Oh, it says 1 more of each. I must have miscounted something. All right, that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 17 lands. That looks right. 1, 2. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to lose. If you guys think I should run different stuff, let me know. I'm willing to try this. I'm not like too excited about it, but I am getting to play my favorite card, one of my favorite cards in Cube in general, which is Opposition. And like I said, I had thought about putting Approach in my own Cube and paper, so I was super interested about testing this. So this one, I'm not expecting to do well. It's a little bit of a test. I think this is probably not good enough, but I want to see. Like, nobody takes it, so why not give it a shot and see if you can win a control game with it? Okay, let's do it. Speak now or forever hold your peace. If I don't hear anything, too late. We're running it at least for match 1. We'll see in match 2 if I need to completely change my deck. Hi, good luck. What's Jink do I have? We're on the draw. It's actually not the... Well, it depends what he is. If he's aggro, that's actually really bad for us, but... Not super worried about that as a control deck. Well, this is tricky. We have 2 lands. We can cast a lot of things if we draw any other land. I'm going to keep it. I think we're a little ways away from Day of Judgment, but if we can get to Day of Judgment, we'll be in good shape. And if we can't, then we do have some threats we can put on the board. Venser can probably slow him down. But it's a risky keep. It's definitely a little risky, especially without any type of smoothing. He has land. Well, that's a nice draw just because we can opt on his turn. He looks like he's mono green. Rampant growth. I was gonna say maybe we can at some point bounce his dude with Venser. Oh, he's green blue. Interesting. Well, let's opt and see what we can find. Counterspell. We gotta put that on the bottom. Hope to find a land. Not a land. Opposite of a land. Land off the top. Yes, Inspiring Vantage. Doesn't do much here, but next turn that will let us have Spell Queller up. Might be too late. Oh, he gets Rampant Growth. Sure. So he's probably going to play that next turn. I get a Mountain. I got my 1 of Mountain. That was the worst draw I could have gotten for sure. Well, run out Ancient Tomb. And actually, I should have just run out Mountain. Yeah, I should have run out Mountain. This is going to cost me 2 life. Well, that's all right. He's definitely going to play something here. See what he plays. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to Spell Queller that one. I mean, definitely was wrong to play Ancient Tomb there. I don't really know why I did that. Alright, well now we get to hold up counter spells for a little while, which makes this a much better deal. If he does something, I can counter it. If he doesn't do anything, like if he Rampant Growth, I think I let it go. Thrag Tusk, I think that one's worth countering. Only question is whether I think I Venser here. So yeah, let's Venser. Bounce that. Got an Oblivion Ring for the next big thing he plays. Attack in. I could do a mini Sphinx's Rev also, just like, I think it's draw, what, 2 right now? No, 3. Draw 3 right now. I could draw 3 with Sphinx's Rev if I wanted to. Wouldn't be the worst. Tries it again. I'm just going to disallow it. Alright. Pass his turn. Another land, sure. I don't have a single target counter here. I do have removal if he just has a creature or something. I could draw step Vendilion click him. I don't think I do. I think I might Sphinx's Rev if he does nothing. That way I can have counters in the future. I might even be able to Oblivion Ring plus hold up counter. Okay, Master the Wild Hunt. Yeah, that's fine. So on his upkeep. Yep, so I can Oblivion Ring that. That's the good news. So let's Sphinx's Rev. X4. Nice. Well, no more counter spells, unfortunately. 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3. I will Oblivion Ring. Master. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's play out Assemble the Legion. Feeling pretty good right now. That was a little risky, I guess. Now I am pretty open. I'm tapped out. We'll see what he has. Rampant Growth, that's not much. I do have an oh crap button that I can press in Day of Judgment, but hopefully I won't have to. Well, this first game went really well. Oh, I mean, I haven't won it yet. I definitely still could lose it. Alright. It's down a Ballista. Short. Alright, land for turn. I will attack in, I guess. I don't see a reason not to. See, block ping. Yep. Seems good. 1, 2. I want 2 blue for this. Maybe I don't even tap that at all. Maybe I just tap 3. I need to get to 5. This is only 3. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to tap the Ancient Tomb no matter what, so I might as well just do that with this. Play down Cloudgate Ranger. And I guess I'll Vendilion click him on draw. Just to make sure he's not doing anything too crazy over there, which hopefully he's not. If he's not, I'm just going to let him keep the hand. If it doesn't look like he can beat me, okay, he skips before I can even check. Got it. Hey, I mean, that works exactly how I wrote it up, so I'm going to run that back. I certainly could have seen that one going a lot worse. It certainly was close to going a lot worse. If I didn't have the spell color up, that would have been disastrous, but I did, so it worked out okay. That was a pretty sweet control game, actually. Didn't see anything that would make me change too much. Decks like this, Maze of Ith does tend to be good against. If he shows me a super go tall threat, I could see putting in Maze of Ith. Just because it's a permanent removal, it basically it's just another removal effect like Oblivion Ring, but you don't have to pay for it. Especially if we're planning on winning with things like Approach and Assemble. I think that's pretty good. Well, that was a sweet game. This hand looks slow, but I think it's keepable off the power of Literal Core and then hopefully eventually Day of Judgmenting. So I'm going to keep. If we draw any land, we can also Spell Queller turn 3, which is really good. He is ramping away, though. And we don't get anything early. We get our Tundra. Any reason to play Tundra first? I don't think so. I'm just going to play Island and Plains first. The only reason that's relevant is if he has something like Wasteland, which is super unlikely, but still, I'm just not, does not make sense to play them. Nissa, well, he's going a lot faster this time. We're pretty slow. Maybe I don't even play Looter. I should probably play Looter. I mean, I guess if I get land here, oh, maybe I play that instead of Looter. That does feel better than Looter, because that one I mind even less Day of Judgmenting, and plus it draws us closer immediately. Yeah, we got a mountain, perfect. So I think my play in this game is to let him get a little bit of a board state here, and then Day of Judgment him, probably. Well, unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of mana dorks. He has a lot of other stuff. Sylvan Library, yeah. Well, that's not a creature. That makes me a little sad. I mean, I will hold up Spell Queller. I probably will Spell Queller certain things. Like if he does try to, whatever, Nature's... Natural Order, rather. If he tries to Natural Order, I will definitely counter that one. I guess there's no reason. Opposition. I love opposition. No reason to... Alright. Just to do some digging. I mean, this is pretty good against us just because we're slow. He can't afford to take a little bit of life if he wants to. And it always is just like, it makes your hand size act like it's 9 instead of 7. So, or it's +2, whatever your hand size would normally be. Well, I'm not going to be able to counter this. Is it just like prime time or something? Wormcoil. Well, I guess Day of Judgment is legit not very good against Wormcoil. Still probably Day of Judgment here. Misty Rainforest, that just gets blue here. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good against us, but I'm still going to Day of Judgment. I still think that's the right play. It does leave us shields down here, and he does have, he's going to have 6 land again, so he can play another big threat. I think our best hope is getting opposition online and starting to play things out. That being said, I will probably still Literal Core plus opposition. Okay, Nissa, that's pretty good. Makes a land big. Okay, makes a 4/4 short. Gets in for 6, so we're on a very short clock. What do we get? Mole Drifter. So my options are I could Mole Drifter right now and try to find my Supreme Verdict. Wouldn't be bad. I could Literal Core and hold up Spell Queller and just play Spell Queller no matter what, and then slam opposition next turn to tap down his biggest 2 threats and try to stay alive that way. How does that work out? So I put down this, don't block. Hopefully I get to counter something, but probably not. But you never know. This is permanently a 4/4, right? So we probably tap down both 4/4 creatures. If we do that, then he gets in for 6. I go to 8. We can do the same thing again. Well, I guess the first turn he does it, I just go to 0, right? Because it's... Maybe I just lose here, because this is 4, 8... Yeah, 16. No, not 16, 14. He has exactly lethal on board. I think that's just going to be too much for me. I'm trying to think if there's any outs in my deck other than just chump blocking, which feels bad. This guy can't even chump block. So maybe the only real option is Whirler Rogue, because Whirler Rogue can chump block 3 things. That feels pretty bad, though. I guess I shouldn't have broken the lane if that was the case. Yep, I'm not sure what to do here. I think I just lose. A little too fast for us, even with the Wrath slowing him down slightly. But he doesn't have that many mana dorks, so the Wrath wasn't super good. He was able to rebuild pretty quick. What else? Find another land, short. Why is she only at... Oh, she starts at 3, not 4. I see. You only see that when you zoom in. It just shows the 4 down there normally. Alright, what does he got? Sure. I just don't think... Let me think. He's going to attack with everything here. 4, 8. Yeah, I'm dead. He's got it. Well, that time he did a lot better. Worm Coil was a big threat that I couldn't deal with the sweeper, and then he went right into a planeswalker that I had a little trouble dealing with as well. I don't think we're the worst against them, but that is a little hard. I'm going to bring in this dude because they're green, and he has protection from green, so that feels good. Let's go down. Brimaz. I don't think Brimaz is even that good here. Anything else I want? Don't think so. I mean, I could go a little faster. I mean, Maze of Ith doesn't feel terrible. Maybe I do go Maze of Ith over something. But what do I go down? Maybe just Merfolk Looter instead of... I like Literal Core more than Merfolk Looter, I think. Okay, let's try that. Maze of Ith is almost a 1-drop slot because it's a land that basically acts like a spell. This is a pretty slow one, but I think we can get white here, and then the blue-white land here, and then we can play Mirran Crusader, so let's keep it off that power. We also have Day of Judgment if we need it, and obviously we can cast the Muldrifter for 3 too. I'm going to get white off the Marsh Flats for the sole reason of making sure I don't forget to get white off the Marsh Flats. Get plains. Because we want to make sure we have this one for the white-blue, because this is... If we took blue off that one, then this would also have to get... If we took the blue-white off that one, this could only get blue, and we'd be stuck with a little bit too much blue in hand. Guess we just play down this and pass. I mean, Mirran Crusader is going to be a beating. He's a fast clock, and our opponent's not doing anything, so I think that actually... My current plan is just... I have both sweepers if I need them, but my current plan is just break this, get Tundra, play down Mirran Crusader, and hope Mirran Crusader can go the distance. I might evoke Muldrifter next turn just because we're a little... Okay, well, he's ramping. Okay, and that gives him blue also. So I can either Muldrifter next turn, or I can Literal Core. I mean, the advantage to not Muldrifting next turn is I might be able to play Muldrifter as an actual 2/2 to block or do whatever. He can't block, he has protection from green. That's why I played him. You have to take 4. Alright, you figured it out. Let's go one more turn without... I'll play down Looter. One more turn without evoking. And if I don't hit a land here, I will almost definitely evoke. I'd really like a red land. If I can turn Assemble the Legion on, I feel okay against this deck, because he didn't show me Craterhoof. 4 mana, has... Master of the Wild Hunt. That's my guess. Oh, nope. Polukranos. Well, Polukranos doesn't do much to my guy. Alright, draw. Come on, land. It is a land. Perfect. Not the one I wanted, but that's alright. I can still slam a Muldrifter. Doing that pre-combat just so I have some more choices on what to discard. Probably just discarding Day of Judgment. I think Supreme Verdict. I mean, I guess it's not really relevant that it's better. Yeah, let's discard Day of Judgment. I think that's fine. I think next turn I Solemn and then get red for Assemble the Legion, maybe. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Well, let's see what he has here. We're the aggro right now, and if we take 6, that's actually not that big a deal. I guess he could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could make this a 7/7 and kill Muldrifter if he wants. Not even sure that's a great play, but it would be a play that he could make. He's tapping all his lands, but he's tapping them all slowly. What does he have? Okay, he does do that, and he does kill Muldrifter. I mean, it's not bad. It doesn't have trample or anything, though, right? Okay. I mean, maybe the better play is just to Cloud Goat Ranger, just because that blocks much better. And I could sweep the board, too. Oh, I can also just Oblivion Ring him. Yeah, I think I'm going to Oblivion Ring and then Wall of Omens. Oblivion Ring here. Lay down Wall of Omens. Okay, attacking with both. Don't know what I'm going to discard. Probably whatever I draw. My hand is pretty gas right now. I guess maybe I want to keep a land. Well, we'll see what it is. Opposition. Oh man, I think I discarded opposition. I guess if I have to use Sweeper, I can rebuild with Cloud Goat and get the land with Solemn and then just go off. So maybe I just get rid of Dismiss. Yeah, sure. I guess I could even just play opposition next turn to use Wall as a blocker. It's going to go to 1 next turn, it looks like. Back Tusk, short, pretty good. Okay. Draw for turn, land. Can't do 2 things here, but we can. Probably going to discard the land then. So I'm going to attack in with both of these because I can. Take him pretty low. Back down to 6, is that right? Oh, Counterspell is pretty good. I guess if we discard one of these, we can keep up Counterspell and Opposition. Let's get rid of Assemble. Play this. Opposition. All right. Playing something pretty big. What's he got? Counterspell. Let's tap down this with this. I think we're just going to win the game. He can get in for 1 if he wants to, but that's not really a big deal. We're just going to Cloud Goat Ranger next turn and tap down all of his lands probably. I guess we'll have to tap down his guy too, but I don't think there's any chance he wins from here. Alright, we got a land. I guess I keep that in hand because I could discard it. Yeah, let's attack with both and see what we get off the looter. He needs an instant speed thing for sure. Because we're going to tap down like everything with Cloud Goat. Well, not quite, I guess, but like almost everything. Okay, get to draw. Another land. Doesn't really matter. Guess I'll discard the island. We have slightly more islands. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cloud Goat Ranger. Okay. Yep, he sees it. All right, sweet. 1 match 1. That was interesting. His deck was powerful too. I liked our deck. It worked out really well. I was worried that it wasn't going to be very good, but it definitely felt powerful there. A little bit too, it's like very, very mid-range. It has no top end at all, and it's a little bit slow. But, I mean it did all right. It won that match. I guess we'll jam another one. Pretty sweet. That's why I love opposition. It just feels so good. You play it out and you feel so powerful. Yeah, my overwall would die to you, but what if I just tap down your stuff? We got the kind of wombo combo synergy going. Oh man, too many lands. We got the approach. That's a pretty sweet card right there. Man, I think I'm going to keep it and just say we have a turn 1 opt to find another non-land probably, and we're on the draw anyway, so 4 lands isn't that crazy. Does mean we have to start. I think I'm going to start on Marsh Flats and get our dual land. And next turn we get to Looter. Well, we got a pretty smooth curve now, and Looter can help us find what we need. He's a blue deck too. He probably doesn't. Oh, he's Esper. I mean, I guess he could counter this if he wants to. I actually don't really care if he does at this point. I will attempt to opt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, let's put that on top. I like that guy. Now we got a whole bunch of things in a row to do. That one's not as good, but that's alright. Spying Advantage. Looter. Pass turn. And now we can start holding up Disallow next turn. And I guess the turn after that, probably Slam Solemn. Maybe even into a counter if we think he's holding up a counter, but he might just play something here too. No plays yet. Well, 2 can play at that game. Get in for 1. This is kind of the wombo combo. If we can get up to 7 mana, which does feel like it's a ways away. Oh, opposition. I need opposition. That's my best card. Do I just ditch approach? That'd be pretty funny. Could ditch Supreme Verdict. He hasn't shown me any creatures yet. Yeah, let's ditch Supreme Verdict. I mean, it might be useful, but I'm just not sure, and it's not obvious to me that it is, so I think that's fine. Place down that. Do I care? I don't care that much, but I guess I don't know if he's going to play anything on his turn. I guess I'll disallow it. You got it. I'll counter it. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's worth countering or not. It's going to get in for a bunch of damage is the problem, especially because I got rid of my Supreme Verdict. You can resolve something sweet here, though, potentially. Man, there's just no good cards in my hand to get rid of. And we also want to keep drawing lands for our approach. Draw. We get Brimaz. I think Brimaz is what we'll get rid of. I'm assuming he's holding up a counter here. We could Sphinx's Rev X1 on his turn, or we could just slam either Opposition or Solemn. I think I'm going to slam Solemn. If he wants to counter that, I mean, I don't like it, but I think that's fine. I assume he has counter. Oh, no, he doesn't. All right, well, then I'm very glad I did that. We have double white already. We have double blue already. We have red already. We don't really need anything. I'm going to get blue. All right. Well, if he doesn't have a counter spell, then I'm slamming Opposition next turn. Well, he has the Scarab God. That's a little scary. I guess he can start getting things back. That he can do at instant speed too, which is annoying. I guess we have the answer for it in hand though, so it's not big a deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh god, 7! We're so close. Well. Guess I'll just do that. Attack in. Probably should hold up Remand. Maybe I get rid of Opposition. That doesn't feel good though. Could also get rid of Sphinx's Rev and just say we'll get to the approach eventually. Opposition is a better card. I think I'm gonna get rid of Opposition here. And just believe in the heart of the cards. Pretty bad when you're getting rid of Opposition, but okay. I mean, I'll Remand that. You can cast it again next turn. Venser. Alright, well, Venser is another thing I can hold up if I want to. I don't know if I do that or if I approach. Looks like I'm holding up Venser because I didn't hit approach. Well, let's attack. I guess I could still hit approach. Maybe I discard Looter. Get to draw a card. Get a counter spell. Well, that's definitely better than Looter. So now I have Venser plus counter spell. Alright, that seems good. More lands, more lands. Oh, I don't want to tap it like that. Fencer. Bounce this. Alright. What does he play? Something good? Walking Ballista X1. Don't think I want to counter that one. Alright. Oh, I should have done that other one first. It's gonna block probably. Yep. It's a 1/1 only goes to 9. Yeah, let's discard Whirler Rogue. What's the worst thing that could happen? Put you the second sun. Such a bad idea. Oh, you have a lot of mana. You can do whatever you want. You have 4 cards in hand. Lotus, yep. You can do 5 more mana here if he has something for 5. Well, looks like he's setting up for next turn. He's in for 1. Alright, I'm getting in 2. That one doesn't bother me so much. Maybe he's leaving up some kind of counter spell. No, he has something here. Wrath of God. Alright, sure. That's fine. Draws me a card. Yep. Symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's Mole Drifter and then hold up counter spell. And then that draws us closer. Don't think I want to rev for 1. I don't actually know how far down it is now. Maybe this was just wrong. Maybe I should have actually kept up, just kept up rev and counter spell and tried to win next turn. I'm not sure. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to get the approach win. That's my suspicion. It's tapping a ton of mana. It's got to be something big. I mean, whatever it is, I have to counter spell it pretty much. He has an approach. Oh man, do I counter that or do I just let that go? Feels like it's harder for him to get to the approach again than it is for me to. I think I let that go. That's fine. Like, I can't imagine a world where he gets that approach before I get mine, especially with Sphinx's Rev and counter spell up. Wall of Omens. Does that draw me to approach? I don't actually remember how far down it is. It's getting close. That gets me Vendilion Click. I think I Vendilion Click him on his turn. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just Sphinx's Rev. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we'll see what he casts, if anything. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going 4 deep. That's not even going to be enough to cast approach anyway. Oh, he has 7 though, so it would be enough to cast approach, but I think it's too deep. All right, he gives up. Yep. Sweet. Well, we would have gotten the approach win, so the approach mirror apparently. That's pretty funny. Anything extra good here? Don't think so. I think that was pretty good. Definitely did he show me any creatures? I guess he showed me a few things, didn't he? Yeah, he showed me like Scarab God. Yeah, he had some good stuff. I think I run that back though. That seemed good. The approach mirror. Pretty funny. Pretty funny game. He didn't show me any counter spells. I feel like he must have some. I mean, he showed me Nimble Obstructionist, but not other than that. I guess Nimble Obstructionist is something to watch out for. Maybe I should just cut my approach because of that. And maybe I should just go with my own because this can counter triggered abilities. And I believe winning the game off this is a triggered ability. Yeah, it's a cast trigger. So you could Nimble Obstructionist the approach if you wanted to. I don't know if that's actually worth it, but I think that's a reason not to run approach here. But if I'm not running approach, I need to do something else that's good. I think this is fine. Just run the beats deck. Maybe I'll put the approach back in the next game. I guess Teferi could be pretty good too. Force him to only cast things during his turn. I mean, he's a blue deck. It feels like he should be trying to cast things during my turn, so this wouldn't be bad. What would I take out for him? Well, too late. Alright, the one lander I don't think we can keep even on the draw. Doesn't look bad, but let's mulligan. And I think this one we keep. Thinks this ref isn't great here. Cogate Rager is a little ways away. Spell Queller we will put on top. Alright. So turn 2, Merfolk Looter. Turn 3, probably Spell Queller, assuming our opponent tries to play something. Do you have a turn 2 play? He has a thing in the ice. Oh no, that's going to flip all my stuff back to hand. Well, that's too bad. Alright, Looter. That's actually pretty strong against us, I think. I guess Nimble Obstructionist could stop that from happening too, for what it's worth. And then it would just be a thing in the ice with 0 counters on it. Okay, he's passing. Might even get rid of a land here. I guess I can do this at instant speed, so there's no reason to do it now. And I think I already have a pretty good plan for turns, so I'm not that worried about it. Okay. Ancient Tomb, he's ramping. We have an Ancient Tomb too. Uh-oh, 5 mana. We weren't planning on 5 mana. Alright. That resolves. Well, maybe he'll just get us. I don't think I'm going to. I guess I'll do this. I should have done that first, I guess. Let's discard. I'm going to discard white mana. I think I am just going to play a Spell Queller here. With nothing. No, I gotta go opposition here. I was gonna say, I kind of want to do that one because I can do that one next turn then, but I think that's just not even good without the opposition. No. Opposition this. Tap Spell Queller. There we go. Opposition this. Tap this. Okay. Untap land. Nope, Vendilion Click's not bad though. Vendilion Click, sure. Targeting me or targeting himself? Targeting himself. Alright, he must not have a very good hand. I'll let that go. Better to let him draw whatever he wants to draw, and then Vendilion Click him on my turn. I would also like to look at your hand, sir. Elspeth. Man, do I even take it? I guess I don't, because I don't think he's ever going to be able to play it. No, I can keep Elspeth. Keep your Elspeth. One, two, three, four, five. All right. All right, here we go. Switch Raise Kansas is not bad. It's another land too. If I find a good creature here, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll hold up Sphinx's Rev. Oh wow. That is exactly what I wanted. Sorry, I stopped talking there a little bit. I think I was too busy tapping things. He's gonna have like a couple cards this turn. Yeah, I don't think he's winning that one. Sweet. Well, we got there with opposition. Turn one, we put him under the pressure of approach, and game one rather, and then game two, we just oppositioned him out. This deck is sweet, man. It's so good. Oh man, I love it. I'm so happy with this one. We're probably gonna get trounced in the last round. I'm not sure it's actually a good deck, but every match I've played, I've had like legitimately had fun. Like pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. All right. Oh, man, opposition is such a good card. Like this, oh man. This is where it's at. Got a Cloud Goat over there. All right, well, on to round three. I don't think, even if we lose this one, I'm going to be pretty happy for the night. It's probably going to be my last one for the night. Probably going to stop a little bit early, not get too burnt out. Got at least 2 2-1s, which feels a lot better than last night, which I struggled a little bit. But don't stop believing. But holy crap. I love opposition so much. It's in my cube too, and it's one of my favorite cards to draft. I don't usually do blue-white opposition. I usually do like blue-red, but well, this is really slow. I think I'm going to keep it because we have a sweeper, we have a good removal at the 3-drop, and if we get to 3, we can also evoke Muldrifter and draw more, and we're on the draw anyway. And we have both our colors, so I think it's okay. I think it's going to be okay, but it's a very slow hand. But our deck is a little slow anyway, so I don't know. I just don't think... Uh-oh. Burn? Yeah, this is aggro. Well, the Supreme Verdict might be good against them if we can get there. Sphinx's Rev is not what we wanted. I mean, admittedly, Venser's pretty good against them too, actually. Bomat Courier gets in for 2. Okay, we really need a land off the top, preferably this turn and next turn, but at least by next turn. At least in the next 2 draws, we need 1 land. Otherwise, we're going to be a little fried. But he is going a little slow. I might have to just O-ring the Noble, and then when it comes around to it, maybe sweep the board with Supreme Verdict, just to keep from losing too much life to Noble, because Noble gets big pretty fast. I did get a Misty. Doesn't really matter whether I do this now or later. I guess I'll have slightly higher chance of drawing a land if I do that next turn, so I'm just going to play land and pass. Not going to feel good. I mean, I might have to O-ring something else if he has a more powerful 3-drop. And then the Noble will start getting out of hand, but he hasn't actually shown me any burn yet. He's just creature-based, so the Supreme Verdict could be good against that. It's in short. Goes up to being a 3/3 now. We go down to 15. So he's done quite a bit of damage off those two. Young Pyromancer. Oh god. Young Pyromancer probably is more important. Well, I guess not, because theoretically we'll just clear Young Pyromancer with Supreme Verdict. So I guess I have some options here. I could take the hit this turn. It's such a big hit though. It'd be 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably a 3 damage burn spell, so 7, 8, 9. I'd go to 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'd probably go to 5 if I just let this resolve and don't Oblivion Ring. So it's really tricky. The upside to Oblivion Ring is it saves me immediate damage, saves me 3 damage basically. The downside is if I don't top deck a land, I probably lose the game, whereas Muldrifter gives me a much better chance of having Supreme Verdict next turn. I'm going to revoke. I'm not sure if this is right or wrong. I think it's close. Well, I think the next one would have been a land. We got to discard. I think we discard Approach because I think it's just too far out. The next turn we Supreme Verdict and hope that's good enough. I'm assuming he bolts me here or something. Definitely attacks. Okay, 3 cards under Bomat. Gets that guy bigger. Draw for turn. Alright. Time to try to stabilize. It's not as bad as I thought, but I mean, it might be. He probably has Bolt in hand, but still pretty bad. Supreme Verdict. I mean, 8 life and 5 cards in hand and against the burn deck is pretty grim. He probably just has a couple burn spells in hand. Yep. Searing Spear. If he has a couple burn spells in hand, I'm probably just going to be toast. I do have some chance if I can get to Sphinx's Rev, I can gain a couple life. That one's not too bad. Well, I guess he gets in for 1 here. I guess that's fine. I can either Oblivion Ring it or... Can I do 2 things here? No, I don't think so. My options are I could Cloud Goat Rager, put in 3 1/1s, which blocks really well here, and then like go to Oblivion Ring it next turn maybe. Or I could Venser it, but then he replays it and I take 1. I guess I could Venser it on his Begin Combat would probably be the time to Venser it. Well, Venturing at his Begin Combat doesn't feel bad actually. Cloud Goat Ranger is also a pretty good line. I guess Venturing it, no it doesn't. I was gonna say if I had better mana it would give me Opt also. I could also just Oblivion Ring it, take 1, but then if he has a 3 damage burn spell in hand, I just lose. I can Sphinx's Rev X2 and go up to 6, but that's not really going to help me. Yeah, either of these two are pretty good. I mean, Cloud Goat gums up the board. The advantage to Venser 2 is I could stop a burn spell, I guess. Well, let's pass and see what he's got. I think Venser's an okay plan. I think we're not going to win this one, though. We won the first 2 pretty easily, really. The red deck was a little scary. Oh, I needed to do it before this. Crap. Well, I screwed up. I needed to do it on his main. Well, that's too bad. He has a burn spell for 4 damage anyway. He's got it. Alright, so it didn't really even matter. I mean, kind of what I thought. I mean, we were on the... I think Force Spike is probably good here. I think Approach is just... It does gain its life. I think it's just too slow. Nimble Obstructionist, maybe. Or Sky Marcher just to trade. I can see playing Sky Marcher. It's not good, but I think we need to go slightly faster. Opposition still just wins. I think Dismiss is good, but a little too slow. Disallow is not bad. I think it's most of these other things are also pretty good. Maybe Merfolk Looter is bad. Looter Core I think I'll keep. But yeah, the Looters are a little iffy in an aggro matchup. I think that's good enough. Don't think it's worth it to like Maze of Ith or anything, although I guess that's fast at least. I mean, this looks playable. We're a little low on lands, but we have remand something. We can remand something, and we can also counter something, and we can Oblivion Ring something, and we have some draw, and we have a sweeper. All of these are good things, so let's give it a shot. I don't think it gets that much better for us. He has a lot of 1-drops though, which are pretty good, so he could just sneak under us a little bit. Hopefully we can rebuild that off Supreme Verdict eventually. Definitely have a much better chance on the play here. But Mono Red is pretty strong. Yeah, same first turn play as last time. Gonna play that and pass, I guess. Hold up remand. If he has a creature, it can hit it. I could counterspell too. If he plays a 1/1, I guess I'll counterspell. Two lands. It's in for 1, short. He's probably not casting anything because he assumes I'm holding up counter spells, and he's correct. But we can Supreme Verdict at some point, so I'm just going to Oblivion Ring this guy. Yep. Make him lose his tempo, and then we still have Supreme Verdict in hand if he builds a board presence. But if he's only playing out one guy, I'm not that worried. That one we're going to have to kill pretty quick, at least. And I could just blow Supreme Verdict on it right away. Could be worth it. Feels a little bit like a waste, but does mean he's deployed a couple threats and he's only got us down to, especially if we draw a lane turn, I think I might do that. Opposition. Opposition. Yeah, I think I got a Supreme Verdict here. Then I gotta really hope to hit a land next turn. It's up to 4 mana. Well, that's not a bad one. I get Spell Queller. Well, not what I wanted, but I can use... Unfortunately, because of my land space, I can only use one of my 2, but I can counter some stuff here. Maybe I should have even Moldrifted there. That I will... I Spell Queller that. Spell Queller is dangerous because you could just have the 1 mana burn, so I think I'm just going to remand that. I guess remand slows me down a little bit, but I think that's fine. It also draws me, which means I might get a land. I do get a land. Unfortunately, it's a tapped land, but that's alright. This one's untapped, and this one can get blue, so I guess I'll do that. So this turn we can hold. We can either cast a Moldrifter, which doesn't feel bad, or more likely I can hold up Spell Queller plus Counterspell. I'm going to Spell Queller it. I don't know if that's the right play or not. Does he have Bolt for it? His Bomat Courier. Screw it. I'm just going to counter that too. He could have big scary stuff, but I think this is fine. Okay. I mean, we're getting to our big stuff. We're going to draw a bunch of cards off Moldrifter at least. Well, let's see. If we get a 1-drop, I guess maybe I would use Marsh Flats here, but probably not. Get some draws, get more land. It's almost pretty good at least. We could tap things down if he plays big threats with opposition starting next turn. Yeah, I don't think I want to play any of these, so I think I'm just going to play Inspiring Vantage because I don't want to bother having that come into play tapped later in case I need it. 6 mana. We got a little flooded. What does he have? Maybe he has something for 6 mana. Okay, he has Char. Seems decent. Does mean he gets a dragon out. Yep, I don't have the counter right now. He also gets to do a damage to me. Or 2 damage to me even. Short. What else does he have? Exquisite Firecraft on my face. Short. That's fine. So I can't effectively opposition this guy, unfortunately, because of his target clause. So I guess I was wrong. I guess I probably should have counterspelled the dragon and just spell card the other one. I wasn't really sure. Venser's not bad. I mean, I can bounce this to hand, which is not the worst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't do 2 things this turn, so I can either Solemn or I can Venser. I think I Venser his dragon, which makes me take 3 damage. Or Venser a spell. Maybe I just take the 4 damage from him and Venser a spell. Either way, I think I'm Vensering. And then next turn I can Solemn plus opposition. I guess if I was taking the 4, Solemn would be slightly better, but... Land. He has a lot of land. 3 drop. 4 drop, alright. Hazoret the Fervent. That can attack in too. I feel like Vensering that's probably a good idea, although this one I can block, so maybe I Venser the other one. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to have enough stuff, I don't think. I could also Venser Perforos. Slow him down. Hazoret's definitely scarier immediately. It has haste too. I'm just going to Venser it. Alright. Bounce Hazoret. Yeah, let's keep that in your hand. I think that's fine. I don't want it to resolve and do the damage to me. Well, he's pretty flooded, but he's still going to win, I think. We're a little too dirtily against him. I think I take the 4 here. Doesn't feel good. We go to 7. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Don't want to lose my Muldrifter, though. Get a Sphinx's Rev. Well, that could be very good here. Don't really know what I could find off it. Is it better to Sphinx's Rev here, or is it better to Solemn plus opposition? Oh, now I go to 6. This only does 3 to me. I can Sphinx's Rev for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can always chump here if we want to. I mean, tapping him does reduce the amount of damage I take very slightly. Or chumping does it by, you know, everything, so. Yeah, I'm gonna run out my board. I should decide to attack based on how many things I want to leave back. I guess I'll just go island there. Next turn I can Sphinx's Rev for a lot, but it might not be enough still. Do I want to attack in with anything? I guess any burn spell kills me here too now. I think I'm just going to... Yeah, I could have another hasty attacker too. He events a bunch of them. I think I'm just going to pass. He goes to his Big Ten combat phase, not casting anything. So I can lose 3 life. Or I can just chump block. I think I just chump here. He doesn't even attack. That's interesting. What is he doing? I'm super confused. Alright, I mean, this allows me to trade with the dragon if he doesn't have removal, I guess. That might be good enough. I have the city's blessing. I've actually never seen this before. I wish my name was John Cena. Unfortunately, it's not. It's possible I should have put in Maze of Ith. I thought about it, but I decided it was not what I wanted to do. Plays down Hazoret. Sure, that seems fine. Yeah, I think that's okay. Do take 2 damage from it, but I can't stop it anyway. Go to combat. Again, combat. I will use Venser to tap down. Oh, cancel that. I did that wrong. I will tap down this with Venser. All right. So the big question is, do I double block on Thunderbreak? If he has a burn spell in hand, which seems likely, he probably removes one of the creatures instead of letting them trade. Because this is the big thing that I probably can't deal with. If he has a creature in hand, he might just win. No, he still doesn't win, does he? I guess I double block because if he has a creature in hand, it works out really well for me. Okay, go to blocks. I guess either way, this is at least a burn spell not going to my face if he removes one. All right. He does have this at face. And I will... Sphinx's Rev X a million. X5. Alright. I should have done it one less. Then I could have force spiked him, I guess. Alright. Well, he decided not to do that on the creature, so that's really good news for me, because that means his dragon dies. And that was, like, the biggest problem I had on his side of the board. I can also check his hand with Vendilion Click at his upkeep. I can also get to a point where I can tap down all his lands if I can get Assemble the Legion going. So I definitely played this, and I definitely played Vendilion Click. 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awkward amount of mana. Yeah, I think Vendilion Click is the more important one. Yeah, I probably should have attacked with one person there. That's a little silly of me. Still fine. Draw step. I'll Vendilion Click him just in case. I guess he can bolt me if he wants. If it is a bolt. Searing Spear at face, sure. Well, that's not good for me. Well, not going to see anything there. Alright, seems good. Tap down this. This. Alright. Pass his turn. What do I get? What do I get? Probably just got to dump my hand pretty much. Land is not what I wanted. 1, 2, 3. Grimaz. And this I can play at instant speed, so I guess I'll just do that at instant speed. I think I can attack with pretty much everything. Do I want to leave something up? I think I attack with everything, because I can leave up Nimble Obstructionist to counter a enter the battlefield trigger. These two could both tap down creatures. I think that should be good enough. I should have done this last turn probably, but that's fine. Well, he also makes a guy when he blocks, for what that's worth. Alright, well, it's closer than I thought it might be. Actually, that was probably wrong. I probably should have left one more guy back. Yeah, that might kill me. Oh. Again, combat, I need to tap down Hazoret with him. What does he have? Oh no! Okay, do I have to select it? No, it figured out what to do. Alright, I think we win. I think I misplayed a lot, but I still think we got there somehow. Oh my god. Oh, your name's John Cena. I see. I misunderstood. Whew. All right. Well, that was a game. Probably shouldn't have won that one, but I'm not going to complain too much. Yeah, Maze of Ith might be worth it. What do I go down for Maze of Ith is the question. Could go down Looter. Looter doesn't seem that good, although it does help us draw the things we need. Yeah, let's do that. That was a crazy game. I'm much lower on time than him. Well, admittedly, I made a lot more. I had to make a lot more decisions than him. His decisions were I drew a creature, play it. Oh yeah. Oh god, I probably should have put Helix in. I mean, I'm really only splashing. All right. Oh, we get a turn 1 creature or a turn 2 force spike, whichever one we prefer. Let's keep. Maybe it depends how aggressive he is. Nothing turn 1. Yeah, let's plan on force spiking turn 2. Oh, nothing? Nothing turn 2. Alright, well then we can start remanding and stuff. We got that coming up. We do kind of need to draw, but that's alright. Three damage to face. Short, that's fine. Yeah, I think I'll remand it. I could force spike it instead. I need the draw for the land, otherwise I'm going to be screwed. So, okay, I got the draw for the land anyway. That's good news. And I'm going to get the draw for Supreme Verdict, so maybe that one doesn't even matter that much. Let's do land and go. So I have a couple options now. I could force spike if he plays a 4-drop. Does play a 4-drop. I'm just going to force spike it. Maybe the Supreme Verdict's not even going to be good. He does need to actually resolve some spells for it to be good. Ancient Tomb is nice, but not really here. We don't have anything that we really need the extra mana for, and we don't really want to go lower on life. Maybe I should take an Ancient Tomb out, I guess. Well, we can Venser for tempo, or we can Spell Queller something good. Or I could let it go and try the Supreme Verdict at some point. I'm gonna Venser it. Not unbeatable for us with the Verdict in hand, but I don't really want to deal with it. Okay, sure. You guys not very good at attacking in through a Venser, so that's not a super big deal. I'm going to play down Ancient Tomb. And actually, I should play down my Sky Marcher. Now that I think about it. Stormcroak Noble doesn't seem very good here. It's attacking in. Alright, well. Oh, he has protection from... Oh, he can't be blocked by humans. Alright, well, I'll block you then. I think that's fine. If he plays something powerful, I'll counter it. If he doesn't, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe Cycle. think that's powerful enough to counter. The only question is, do I Spell Queller or disallow? I'm just going to disallow it. Spell Queller is nice, but... Right. Well, lots of lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can do Spell Queller plus Nimble Obstructionist, I guess. Seems pretty decent. Start slowly getting in with Venser. I mean, this feels like it's going alright. A 5-drop would be pretty scary. Or something that can kill Spell Queller, which he probably has. Killing Fiend. And Killing Fiend's a little scary. I guess I'll Spell Queller it. I don't know, he might just have a better thing in hand now. I wouldn't be that surprised. I also wouldn't be surprised if he just has a burn spell for a Spell Queller. But we'll see. 4 mana, nope, probably just something better, maybe Hazoret or something. Okay, just kills all my creatures, sure. I'm going to... Oh, I guess I do control this one, right? So I can't do that. That's too bad. Because now I have the question of whether I bother Supreme Verdicting here or not, or rather I play out Nimble Obstructionist or rely on Supreme Verdict. I think I play Nimble Obstructionist. I think that's fine. I don't have red, so I can't do that one. I'm just going to sit back and plan on blocking, I guess. Unless he has more creatures, in which case I'll apply Supreme Verdict in a turn or two. Need to find the red mana for this Assemble the Legion to be good, unfortunately. Drew something. Oh yeah, he has the Hordeling Outburst. Yep, yeah, I remember. And a Bushwhacker. Alright, that's pretty good. It's going to be a lot of damage. Well, it's going to be out of cards at least, and he's not going to kill me. I'm going to take 8. It's going to put me at 7. That's not good, though. Go to blocks, block here. Okay. I mean, he's top decking now, but he doesn't have that far to go. I guess I can technically hold up Counterspell too. I guess that's probably better. Yeah, I would need to do it like that if I want to. Well, that's rough. White. Oh, got it. Yeah, I think that is what I do though. Like white, white, blue, 2. Supreme Verdict. And then I can counter anything he draws. So then we're in top deck wars, I guess. Might not have been worth it because it did cost me 5 life. I'm just like scared of something powerful coming down like Hazoret and just pretty much killing me. But we'll see. We'll see what he draws. I mean, I didn't do it to not counter the thing. Come on, red mana. Oh, that's a good one. Not red mana, but I'll take it. Actually, maybe I should use that main phase just to, Oh, and if it's burn, he could just kill me after I tap Ancient Tomb. So I'd only be able to do it X2. I think that's still enough. I should have done it my turn and done it 2 more, but that's fine. Well, good news and bad news. 1, 2, 3, 4. Solemn's pretty good, and we're going to be able to get Assemble the Legion going next turn. Yep, with the red mana we're going to get here. Plus we have Oblivion Ring, which answers pretty much anything you could have. Or any creature, I guess. Not if you just get 7 points of burn, I'm in trouble. Well, looks like he's getting lands. Do I assemble or do I Mole Drifter? I kind of want to do both. I think I assemble. And I oh man, I think I hold Solemn back one more turn until I can get the Assemble going. Feels bad, but if he has a bunch of haste creatures that I know about, if he got one, I would definitely be blown out a little bit. Yeah, he has Charm down to 3. Okay, he has a lot of good top decks now. Yeah, I'm going a little too slow, I think. You got it, I think. Yep, looks like it. GG. Well, it was close. I think I screwed up. If I had... Well, let's scoop and see what I would have gotten. If I could have gotten something by going too deeper in my deck, then I definitely screwed up. Oh, I can't. I have to go back to it. Well, we went 2-1. Still pretty freaking good. I love that deck. That deck was a lot of fun to play. Let me check real quick. What would I have gotten? Because I'm pretty sure it stays up, right? Return to details. Is that what I need? Nope. Oh, I think that closed it. All right. Well, never mind. I can't check. But yeah, I screwed up a little bit there. I should have Sphinx's Rev on my turn. 1, because it would let me play a land that turn, and 2, because I could have tapped Ancient Tomb and made sure I got those lands back without tapping down to 3. And I couldn't afford to try to tap down to 3 because he had a card in hand, so and I didn't know what it was. So small punt by me, but not the end of the world. Still did pretty well there, I thought. I felt like that was pretty good. Yeah, can I get back and look at that deck real quick? I thought that deck was sweet. Definitely a little too slow against Burn, but against most of the other things we played against, it was great. We actually ended up in I'd never seen Approach played before, and the one game I basically won off it, the person scooped after I countered his thing that was going to give him any chance to beat him to getting to mine. That game, I basically won by Approach. It was an Approach mirror, so I saw 2 people playing Approach in the same game, which was crazy. And Opposition was mostly what the deck did, and it was just a really good Opposition deck. Opposition is one of my favorite cards. And yeah, you run out Opposition. You get like Assemble the Legion. I used to run this in my cube. I cut it at some point, and then you run like Warlord Rogue, Cloudgoat Ranger, a few other things to kind of get a few extra tokens on the field, and suddenly they just are locked out of the game basically. So I thought it was super sweet. I was super happy with it. That's all I'm going to do for tonight. I did 2 cube drafts. The one I did before was a mono green, and that was also pretty fun if you guys feel like going back and watching that one. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.